Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tales from the Loop.
Hello.
I'm just
Hello.
checking that James has recovered from his tipping something over in his dexterity
Yeah.
of a cat.
Yeah,
Are we all?
it was paint, but I think it's closed, so it's all good.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
Paint.
it's fine.
What?
Yeah, I've been like little people painting,
Oh, I did some little people painting the other day.
Okay, that makes sense.
so that's what it was. But I just kind of flailed and it went off the desk. But yeah, it's fine. It's all good. Good way to start.
I did little people painting.
Yeah.
It turns out that this light here in front of me is really good for also putting over little people when you paint them.
Ah,
Yeah, who'd have
Uh,
thunk?
but it's good. Yeah. I I got some miniatures printed from Hero Forge, and very, very fancy.
Little like custom ones for clerics and so
Yes,
on.
so the players that I run D&D for, I hope they're not watching. Spoiler. I got their first their first ever game of D&D, their first ever characters. I've got them printed as models for Christmas. So
Oh, that's adorable.
yeah,
That's really
so I can.
adorable.
This is, I don't know, you'll be able to see it on stream very well, but that's a tiefling sorcerer that I've been painting. Can't see because my camera quality's crap, but there you go. Oh, I just dropped it.
So what happened?
Just destroying it.
Brilliant.
I'm tired, leave me alone.
What were you going to say, expert?
I was going to say, what happens when you kill off their characters?
Well, hopefully I won't. Well, it's still a good memory, isn't it? Like, I remember my first ever character is still like really in my head and really important stuff. So it's like a good little memento. So,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you could always maybe bring them back for Return from the Dead one shots.
yeah,
Maybe.
I imagine the way this campaign's going, they'll be fine. They'll be all right.
Yeah.
They've always got an escape method. It's one of those. It's like this. It's like you're not going to get hurt. It's all good. It's fifth edition.
Fifth
You go
edition.
unconscious. You've got 3 rounds to get up, and there's a billion piles of healing everywhere. So it's all good.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think once you realise 5th edition is all about epic big dudes doing epic big cool things and not the gritty realism of WFRP where you kind of hit each other for 5 rounds and then someone suffocates on the mud on the floor, then it's all good. So both me and James have been painting this week. Anybody else been doing anything cool?
No.
No.
No. Just playing a lot of World of Tanks, pretty much.
World of Tanks. I saw before,
Oh,
yeah.
I tell you what I did do, although I hope my line manager isn't watching. I applied for an apprenticeship. So yeah, hopefully I'll hear back about that.
That's exciting.
In digital content creation.
Ooh, how exciting. I like that.
Carpentry, just really left field.
Just pivot and go carpentry.
Yeah.
Ironmongery.
Although saying that, there is a great Twitch streamer who's a Maori woodcarver, and he's like the most chill, cool guy in the world. And you watch him just carving wood, and it's just so relaxing watching some guy going, "Yep, I'm good." Like sound like Korg from.
Oh, Korg
Avengers.
from Galaxy Guardians.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
just
Oh, not
carving wood. He's so cool.
Hey, everybody. No, I can't do it.
I might actually
No,
find
that was
his-
pretty good, really.
Oh, hey. No, I can't do it now. People are watching. People are paying attention. To
I'm
pretend
gonna
nobody's looking.
find his Twitch thing and put it in the chat because he's really cool.
Oh, do yeah. If he's live when we finish, we could go and raid it for some relaxing wood carvery.
Yeah.
I'm not sure you've got that link right.
Have I not?
Maybe take
What's
the
next?
extra.
Oh no!
forward
Oh, you
slash.
got the about in. Oh, I see. It'll just take us to the about page.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
just-
take
Oh, no, so it is fine. Yeah. That's good.
Oh, hurrah!
I didn't put the home in. Yeah.
Phew.
Yeah. That's my plug.
Excellent. That was an unexpected plug of chill. Can anybody remember, aside from the devil duck, what we did previously?
Oh, the devil duck.
The devil dunk. That's a plan
It
and a
is.
half. Put that in your back pocket for later, I
Oh
think.
man, that is ready to go at some point. So we found an invisible So we went to church. We went to church. Oh, there was a big meeting on about the protesters, and we were chilling out in the back room, and we decided to leave for some reason. I forget the reason why, but we convinced the Father Joyless that we wanted to stay over in the church, and that would be like our excuse for not going home. We snuck out. We found some of the protest hippie type people in the forest talking about being like pretending to be witches and people believing all this stuff, and Butch nearly got caught out by one of them, by one like the cool dudes.
Hey dude.
But he managed to like chat through it and sort of say we're just going to the loo, and then we were gonna pull out the devil duck, and then something else happened I can't quite remember, and we ended. See, I don't remember the reasons for going places. I just remember that we got to places. This is very. I'm already channeling my character.
Well, we went because Butch saw an alien, and we thought Butch saw an alien.
Yes.
And then we went to the hippie camp because we were following the alien. Well, halfway there, we thought there might be mind worms.
We did.
There was definite concern for mind worms.
Oh yeah, they were the. Oh, what did we call them? Oh, I'm sad that I've already forgotten. Like the alien
witch mind worms or something.
Yeah.
And then Butch fixed the tractor.
He did because the invisible guy broke it.
Yeah. And then he threw up on himself. And then you took him to hospital. Yeah, you took him to hospital, didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then
Richard went to hospital. And we didn't leave.
And then we all had lemonade.
And we all had lemonade. The end. That's a brilliant episode of Books. And Butch almost left his phone number there, but then changed the final digit.
Yeah.
And didn't leave his
he's
real
a sly
name.
one.
He's a sneaky one. He just in time. It's because he's so old. He's so wise. Sorry, I nearly make you spill your juice, Mark. Sorry.
Yeah, so wise. I remember how wise I was at 15. Thought I knew everything.
Yeah. So yeah, we took Richard to the hospital. We managed to take our secret stealth thing back to the hideout, and we stopped the farm from being sabotaged. And then I think we had a frustrating and boring weekend of not actually having time to get to investigate the things and do the stuff we wanted, because that's how Tales from the Loop works. So I think we begin, unless somebody's got like a thing they want to do with an NPC or something they want to investigate or set up before I start throwing spanners in the works. I think we'll probably start again on Monday.
I would like to get my injury fixed. My shoulder is still.
I was wondering when that would be addressed.
I kind of like pushed through it for the last session, but I think a whole weekend. I think I probably want to get something sorted on it.
All right, so we need to spend some time with one of our anchors. So for Butch, that's Grandad Frank. What do we do? Does he notice your hurt?
I reckon like on the weekend I'm going out to help him down at his workhouse, and he's like, obviously he asks me to get all the heavy stuff, and I go to like maybe take something off a shelf and then lean back and kind of struggle and drop it down on the ground. There's this massive clang of noise.
All the bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so Grandad Frank has called you down to his private. He's got this corner of the farm that only belongs to him. He gets to do whatever he wants and grow whatever he wants. And it's suggested, I think, by someone at some point, he has special plants he grows out that way. I don't know if he does or not, but that's the rumours that the other kids have. And he's looking for something in particular. So he's called you down, Butch, and he's like, I need you, reach up there. I can't find, and it's some special gardening tool that I, Millie, have no idea of because I kill plants. But Grandad Frank knows what this tool is. He thinks it might be up in one of these high boxes. So you head in, you try and lift this heavy box down, bits of it all clatter to the floor, and he's like, "Are you all right, lad?"
I'm sort of like rubbing, like, yeah, I'll be all right. It's just a bit of a kink in my shoulder.
And
That's all.
He frowns at you, goes, "Oh, well, you'll be useless if we don't sort it." And he probably has multitude of drawers in this little shed, and he roots around in them, and he's looking for something in there. There's probably like 3 or 4 half-drank bottles of Lucozade in the shed as well. So he says, "Well, while I'm looking for this, grab yourself a drink, sit down on the stool. It's not anything to do with you being out late on Friday night, has it?"
No. This was remember the night when we had the protesters? They were all yelling.
Oh yeah, nice folk them. Once you get them to stop using those megaphones. Not all of them have got the right idea, but a few of those lads are all right.
Yeah, they seem okay. A couple of them are quite scary though. But yeah, you know where the walls collapsed a little bit down on the stone section. I was driving down there just to come back round to remember when I came to help you out when they'd done, the bad ones had done something to you.
Oh yeah, the paint and stuff they put on my shed. Yeah. Those I don't like those ones.
I was looking. I heard all the yelling and stuff, and I may have just ramped up the stones a bit, and then landed really badly and awkwardly when I came off the bike.
Oh, well, when I was a lad, we never had bikes like that. I used to have to ride the donkey. I mean, we don't have a donkey anymore. It's probably some sort of health and safety problem about having a donkey. And he pulls out, it's probably some sort of tiger balm or like Vaseline mixed with like witch hazel and some sort of old weird tin of paste or something, and it's got its own like unique stink. And he like takes your hand and slaps a chunk of it in your hand. He goes, put that on your shoulder. That'll sort you out. Might want to do a lot of work on the bottom field though before your mother smells you.
Yeah, I'll do that and go fix the wall as well while I'm at it.
Yeah, and he nods, and he says, "Listen, just take care of yourself. I know you and your little friends. Kids will be kids, and you should have more freedom than you do. But just be careful. If you need anything, I'm out here."
Yeah, I know, Grandad. Appreciate it.
He expresses a level of concern, not unknown for Grandad Frank.
Yeah.
And then he once you've rubbed this stuff on it, he says, "Right, stop laying around. There's 2 lanes in this one. Maybe head back up to the farm, see if your dad's pinched it." And he orders you off to go and do more things.
I will apply the medicine and slowly get up and head back off and go and find stuff for him.
Yeah, and then we remove one condition.
Yay!
And you are stinky, which is not a condition, but
No. Smell of whatever this awful old medicine is, and I can just smell it all day.
Yeah, like stink of it. Like I imagine some sort of like English version of Tiger Balm. So it's probably got like, I don't know, Vicks vapor rubbing and the ends of 4 tubs of Vaseline and a bit of something else and
DP. It's probably a Grandad's secret recipe.
Yeah. Good for ails you.
What's the I can't remember anymore. Terrible old shower gels that used to smell.
Old Spice.
Yeah, stuff like that mixed in it. It's just
bit of petrol.
Yeah, a bit of petrol, bit of diesel fuel. Yeah. So yeah, he sends you back up to the house to go and root around. You spend as much time as you're afforded, but you can't find this tool that Grandad is very certain he has. And you probably remember he's had it, but you've no idea where this thing is.
Could I make him one if I've got the stuff available?
He's more there are probably other versions of this tool on the farm, but this is your Grandad's one.
Oh, okay.
Great Grandad Frank's.
His special one.
And it does it properly. It's not a rubbish one like the other one. It's been in the family for 80 years. That kind of Grandad thing.
The same tub's been in the same family for 80 years. They just keep refilling it with random stuff.
Yeah, like the medicine that he's just got Butch to rub on his shoulder. He's never bought a new bottle. It's like the remains of the remains of the remains kind of thing. So the weekend goes frustrating. I imagine Preston really wants to get back to the church and investigate the stuff.
I will be constantly trying to sneak out because there's no way I'm going to leave that unattended. Yeah,
but there's always like things to do, jobs to get done, homework to finish. There's probably like some new engineers from Germany who have arrived, so obviously that means your mum has to go and take them some local cuisine cooked and tell them these places are good and this kind of stuff. Christian's probably got lots of volunteering and work to do and
I've made so many like pots of tea.
Yeah. And that kind of stuff, and obviously the farm is the farm abides kind of thing.
Always more work to do.
Mm-hmm. Even with the agribots, there's still work.
Yeah, I
to
probably
be done.
spend most of my time trying to do basic maintenance on them and trying to work out how this book works.
Slowly getting your way
page
through
600 of how many thousand pages this book is.
Yeah. So Monday rolls by. We have a familiar sort of scene as we did a couple of sessions ago, where everybody is getting the stuff together. Butch rides his bike across. Christian has the very quiet and formal breakfast, and Preston is like served jam on toast in bed, kind of thing. And we get to school. When we sort of make our way into the school, you have your forms, your registration and stuff as normal, and then there is a whole school assembly, which doesn't normally happen first thing on a Monday. There's normally like one on a Wednesday, and then one on a Friday, and that's about it, because Mondays are busy for the school. They've got other things to do, and the headmistress, she's there. And stood next to her on the stage is someone in a Loop lab coat. You can see like the Loop logo on the lab coat, and what looks like a policeman, but he's more in army clothes than policeman clothes. And you gather he's one of the maths police, like the Ministry of Agriculture's police, like the army police or something or other like that. And the headmistress sort of stands there and says, we need to have a brief assembly today. We wish to talk about the dangers of trespassing upon Loop land and the dangers of picking up what you believe could be interesting trinkets and the symptoms, and she looks over at the scientist who nods and is like, and the symptoms of radiation poisoning, and the scientist kind of smiles and is like steps forward and there's a whole sort of like, now I don't want you to be scared, kids, kind of thing. Don't worry about this. But we picked up from the hospital this weekend, and you probably hear through your friends, a young lad, maybe a little bit older than some of you in here, has been taken into hospital with radiation poisoning. Now, I don't want you to feel alarmed or scared. There's been no reactor meltdown and no breach of anything serious, but we do need to warn you not to mess around with the old robots in the Loop land. And the math policeman sort of steps forward and is like, "Indeed, it's trespassing." And the head teacher's like, "Just chill, will you?" You know, that kind of like,
Yeah.
don't threaten the kids. That's against the rules. So there's this whole conversation.
Put my hand up.
Yeah.
Hypothetically, radiation poisoning. Just let's say someone maybe in theory was near someone who might have maybe had radiation poisoning. How would that affect the person that hypothetically maybe might have been near them, but just in theory?
And you can see like your class teacher is like, "Oh God,
they found him. He's over here. That's the one."
Oh, why does Preston always put his hands up in these classes, kind of thing? And the head teacher says, "Well, Preston, I'm sure our scientist here could answer that." And everybody else notes, like the math policeman takes out a notebook and writes a name in it. Kind of thing.
Closing it.
And he sort of leans over to the headmistress and he's obviously saying, "Who is that child?" Kind of thing.
But I mean, it's what I would do, because I mean, I'm massively just. I want to know, like, yeah, and I'm also worried that like I might have some kind of alien finger grow out of my eye.
I'm just having massive like Dad's Army flashbacks.
Yeah.
Your name will also go on the list. What is it?
Don't
tell him, Pike.
Yeah.
I was talking about that the other day with somebody else. So the scientist steps forwards and says, "Well, unless you are in direct contact with any dangerous materials, you should be fine if you've been near somebody else. The radiation is not enough to make you yourself radioactive. And I would, if you think your friends have some of this radioactive items, please inform your teachers," who all go, "Yes, do inform us. We don't know what to do with it." Kind of faces as grown-ups do. And then... and if you feel like you cannot inform them, then please contact the Loop help desk. And at this point, like one of the school technicians, maybe one of the caretakers, sort of wheels this TV onto the stage, kind of thing. And now we're going to have Looperman, informative cartoon that tells us about the dangers of radiation. So
is it like from the 1950s style?
Yeah, I imagine it's like from The Symptoms, where it's like, "I'm Troy McClure. You might remember me from this kind of stuff."
Radioactive safety films.
Yeah.
Don't touch that atom.
Don't touch that. And then so the actor interacts with an animated loop man kind of thing, and it's incredibly cheesy, but they thought it would be really cool for kids to watch.
I love it.
And this takes maybe an hour total, so the assembly that they normally try to keep to about 20 minutes is then like extended much longer than they want. And obviously by the end of it, everybody is convinced we're all going to be radiated and poisoned, and it's all going to go horribly wrong, and it's worse. You know, it does nothing to alleviate any stress. It just makes everything worse for all the other kids. And then after that, I guess there's like a break, because we've had all this time. There's like a play break, or whatever cooler kids would call it. And then we'll go back. You'll head back into lessons.
Or all in different classes.
Yeah.
Is there such a thing as the internet in this like timeline?
I don't think there will be.
No, I don't think so.
There'll be like the Loop intranet remember
like how it started. It'll be for them to use.
For them to use to that sort of stuff, like a really old style Google site for the Loop that probably doesn't really have much of a password protection kind of thing.
Like Ask Jeeves.
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Jeeves? So there'll be that, but there is also the library, which is probably where you'll get loads of cool info and stuff from. Instead.
I would like to be excused from class. I'd be like, I need to go to bathroom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then I'm going to try and go to the library to find a book on radioactivity because I'm convinced that I'm going to die from radiation poisoning.
Sure, yeah. Do you...
Preston, wouldn't you have known about some kind of Encarta 95?
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. Actually, yeah. Can I use my Atari Go? I'm sure that's got an encyclopedia on it.
I mean, yeah, I think it'll have a basic encyclopedia, but you'll have to download different modules to get.
Yeah, I'll go sit in the bathroom and
information.
try and download a radioactivity thing.
You just sent me on like a massive like.
Did anyone else play Encarta go through the mind maze? And
Yes.
Yeah, where they were asking questions. It was great, wasn't it?
It's all come flooding back to me.
Oh no!
Yeah, it was
Oh my
amazing.
god! Dude, I had one where it was like a cat and a bird museum. You could walk around in it, and then you would like stop at like a skeleton, and you could go like inside the skeleton.
Oh,
Yeah.
Man.
It was so cool.
Oh,
Anyway, yeah, so that's what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to go to the bathroom and either steal a book from the library or download.
Yeah, let's make a contact roll.
Okay. Contact is heart, so 3. Nope.
All right. So after about 10 minutes, somebody like the teaching assistant, the not the teacher but the other person in charge in the class, heads out and begins looking for you. Where do they find you?
It depends. If I think I can get it on my computer, I'll probably be in the bathroom in a stall, just like tapping it, trying to upload it, but it's not working properly because I'm not getting.
Yeah, I think you'd probably have to plug your Atari Go into another computer to take. Yeah, like. Or...
Then I'll probably be in the library, just like, oh, I just was dropping off a book on the way back from the bathroom.
Sure. And she's like, well, we don't do that at school this way in England, Preston. You must remember, we're not the same as your schools in Germany, and you have to. And she just, hustles you back to class before you've managed to acquire everything. And the rest of like the lessons, you're sort of sat, and people are paying attention. Like, put that away.
Yeah.
Watch what you're doing. Concentrate. On all that kind of stuff. Christian, does your family allow you to attend RE classes, or are you one of those kids who has a letter that says Christian doesn't do comparative religion, only
That's a good question. That
only full religion only the real religion for Christian?
Yes, and obviously, like my parents would take care of that teaching. You know. Can't risk some heathen teacher misinterpreting the word,
or indeed accidentally teaching you about other religions that you might find slightly more interesting.
Exactly. So yeah, I think you're right. I think I'd probably get what did they do though? I don't remember that in like assemblies. There was these 2 kids would get like ushered out.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know what happened to them.
I had a friend who was a Jehovah's Witness, and we asked her this quite often. She used to just sit in the library.
Okay.
That's literally all she got to do. And we were like, oh, that's not as fun.
Boring.
It's almost as boring as the RE classes we have to sit through. Gosh, you can still download Encarta 95, really?
You can. Sorry,
no.
that is kind of what I just went and looked up very quickly.
No, it's cool. So during the RE class, where you're sat in the library, perhaps doing a Superman colouring in, a Loop Man colouring in page, or something.
Like, this is me after I get all the radiation.
Yeah, just green.
Yep, I'm going to become the next superhero, just like in the comic books.
Yeah, that's how it works.
That's me.
Testing if you can climb on walls.
I'm going to be called God Boy.
Wow.
God Boy.
Not understanding how sacrilegious that may be. Too over-enthusiastic about it.
The first thing that came to your head is, God, and I'm a boy. Hey, girl, that'll do.
Yeah. Tick. So you're there, enjoying that. would Christian be fully kind of head down, oh man, this is awesome, look how cool I'm going to look, neon green god boy? Or would he also be sort of like vaguely aware of the grown-ups around him?
No, I think at this point I'm so invested in this idea and this dream that is definitely going to happen that I'm all in on it. Like literally like my nose is probably nearly touching the paper. I'm frantically yes, that was so cool. Get fly. Yeah, we're gonna have some like wings coming out the back and speed lines, all the speed lines, huge muscles.
Huge
all incredible. Lasers out the eyes.
Okay, all right. So as you're sort of scribbling and could you make what would an investigate roll?
Investigate. Okay, so what did we decide last time about the what I need to add to this? So investigate is mind.
Point new skill. So I've got 1 in investigate, for example, but my mind is 5, so mine would be 6. So you add your mind to your skill point. If you don't have any skill points, it's just your straight mind.
Right. I've got 6.
Okay.
So it's 6 dice, yeah?
6 dice, and we're looking for just 6s.
Come on, 6s. Yay, we got 6.
Okay. So whatever it is that piques your interest, perhaps it's because they mention science or something, and you sort of listen out of one ear. There is the librarian and a the what am I trying to say? The replacement teacher that every school
substitute teacher.
That's the word. Yeah.
Yeah.
The stock substitute teacher. And they're
They're just
there
put back in a cupboard when they're done for the day.
Yeah, when they don't need you this week. And she's there, the
back to the allotment.
Substitute teacher, and she's taking off the librarian, who also probably does all the photocopying, like wads of photocopies and work kind of stuff. And you can hear them talking, sort of hushed, a little like gossipy kind of thing. And they're like, I don't know why he's not rang in for illness or anything. They just think he's disappeared. And then they're like, the librarian is a bit like, well, I hear he was having an affair with someone from the loop, so I think they've just ran off. That kind of stuff. And they're gossiping about the teacher, the science teacher, Mr. Drummond, who hasn't actually been in school for a week. And although the grown-ups, although the child-facing sort of thing is very much like, oh no, it's all fine, he's just ill. These folks seem to be like gossiping and unknown about what's going on. And they sort of go backwards and forwards about this affair and how he's probably run away. But what if he's like dead in his home, kind of thing? And maybe his cats have eaten him, kind of thing. And that sort of stuff, which the science teacher is like, oh, that would be terrible. Do you think they'd give me a full-time job then, kind of thing? And that sort of stuff. And then she collects all the schoolwork and heads off to run a lesson, you assume. And then unless Christian decides he wants to go and gossip with the librarian, we finally make it through the school day. Have we on a Monday got clubs, or do we all go home?
I don't know what night our robot club is. What night's our we could have robotics club on a Monday, I guess.
I mean, you can have robot club on a Monday.
But I imagine robot club was run by Mr. Drummond, the science teacher, who's not there anymore.
No. But it's how risky do you want to be with your grown-ups? Like, or how interested would they be in your after school stuff? I should imagine like Butcher's family are probably like, well, your work on the farm doesn't start till 5, so as long as you're home by 5, we don't care. And Christian's family would be a bit along, his mum would be a bit along the.
The thing is, the thing with my family is, I think if it was like parental approved, they'd be very, very pro. But anything else, you got to think it's like the proper like helicopter parenting.
Yeah.
Very, very like restrictive and directive. So if it's something they think is valuable, yes, and you must do it. Or if it's not, then no, and you get home straight away.
Yeah, I'm definitely of the opinion that I can say whatever I want. I can say like, oh, there's a mariachi band playing tonight. She's like, oh, okay. As long as you have fun, let me know. Yeah. Yeah. And I can just kind of get away with saying like, oh, yeah, a priest visiting to give us Holy Communion. Bye. And she's like, oh, okay, cool.
Very good.
Tell me when it's finished. Yeah.
I'm glad you've got friends in this new town. Kind of
so
thing.
I can kind of get away with it, but I can't possibly be doing anything sinister or wrong in my mother's eyes. So, yeah.
So we could like fast forward a couple of days, and perhaps the assembly and then Christian's eavesdropping took place over a couple of days until we get to Wednesday, when after school there is a robot club that we can all go to.
Yeah. And I can tell them about the drummer that's gone missing.
The drummer?
The school drummer's gone missing.
In that time, I will have been trying to read everything possible about radiation poisoning. As opposed to Christian, who is thinking he's going to become a superhero, I'm just imagining melting into a mutant puddle of goo.
Well, yeah.
Some part of you must have thought you might turn into a superhero.
No, I remember Chernobyl. I don't want to be.
You remember it?
That hasn't happened yet, has it? What year was Chernobyl?
I was there.
Yeah.
1980 something.
80 something.
I don't know.
Yeah. That's got to have been a loop problem. The Chernobyl
1986.
Loop. Maybe we've had that. But yeah, we get to.
All right, I'm worried about Chernobyl. Then I've been watching the development of the Russian power plant and thinking, oh, something's gonna happen.
Yeah, they're using the wrong blocks for their reactor towers.
Yeah.
So we get to Wednesday night, because the science teacher we know he hasn't been in school for like a week and a half now. We've had this rather nice but soft substitute teacher who's obviously angling for the teacher to be, I don't know, eaten by his cats or ran off for an affair. And so science robot club is officially cancelled. But if you just don't mention that to your mum or your dad, or nobody's gonna question. And you could either just hang out in the science room, or you could head to the church, or you could wander around the streets eating sherbet dibdabs.
There's a few things that I want to do. Would you tell us what you heard the librarian and the substitute talking about?
Oh yeah, the school drummer's gone missing. They were talking. See, there was something like about an affair. I'm not really sure what an affair is, but there was a drummer and a woman, and they ran away. And the Miss What's Her Face new lady thinks she's going to get his job, but I don't think she's very good at drumming, so I don't know how she's going to do that.
I guess it's at that point you put 2 and 2 together and get whatever number you come up with. But
I'm trying to think of who's in the school band.
I'm going to let them come up with it.
Yeah.
I play alto clarinet.
Of course you do.
Of course you do.
Of course
obviously.
you do.
But
John,
John,
about Mr. Doldrum by any chance?
Yes.
Mr. Drummond, the science teacher.
Oh, Mr.
Drummond.
Doldrum. Yeah, no.
Doldrum.
Martin's got the names right. The GM
Doldrum.
hasn't. The
I
GM
thought it was
hasn't.
Drummond. The GM hasn't.
The GM hasn't. Martin's got the
wonder.
names right. Mr. Doldrum.
Mr. Doldrum, the science teacher, has an affair with the school drum. She's 10.
Well,
Alice
let's not
Chan's
go down
10. What's going on? The school band's drummer. They've run away together.
I think you might have misheard. Mr. Doldrum has run away with someone.
With a
Run
drummer.
away
Oh, unless you meant you heard drummer and it was Doldrum instead. That would make more sense.
That makes more sense. Yeah, I think that was it.
Wow, that's still strange. Why? Where's he gone?
She thought the cats might have eaten him.
At that, Preston's gonna be like, cats.
I forgot about the cats.
The cats have eaten him. We saw the cats. Oh my god, this goes deeper than we all thought. The cats have eaten the science teacher.
Yeah.
Radioactive
Just,
cats. Radioactive cats have eaten the science
exploding.
teacher. Invisible radioactive cats. Robot radioactive invisible cats.
Got my pen
I
out
need to
make
find.
notes and everything.
I need to find one of these cats. We need to find. We can find where he lives and go check on him. Make sure the cats haven't, because we're the only ones that know about the cats.
Well,
But we also need to know about the radioactivity. I've been reading a lot about radioactivity, and it's very dangerous.
No, it's not dangerous. It makes you a superhero. Look, see, and I get out the picture I've been holding with me for like 4 days. I'm like, see, this is what we're going to turn into.
I'm
guys.
gonna open a book showing like burns from Hiroshima and like radioactivity. Like, no, this is what happens. Like, I can already feel my hands itching. I think, are my eyes red? Are my eyes red? Check. No, I'm warm. Am I cold? Can't decide.
If your hand's warm, that might make you feel cold. So which way is it? Is it your hands are warm and you're cold, or
I don't know. I don't know. Do I look green? Am I glowing? Turn the lights off. I need to go check on this stuff. We need to find Mr. Drummond's radioactive cats and solve the. My brain's just working too fast for my mouth at the moment. Right.
Preston just goes at a million miles an hour.
I'm just gonna, like, descend into muttering to myself like about cats and radioactivity.
Christian.
Yes.
Breakthrough. Yeah.
Looking at
Madness.
the cat stuff, or we're going to go to church and have a look at the thing.
The item.
Yeah. I'm looking around, seeing if there's anybody else around.
It doesn't look like any. You could make an investigate roll if you wanted to double check.
Yeah, go on. I'll put a point to investigate before. No sixes. I do not notice if anyone's around.
No, there's nobody around.
Preston, the invisibility suit.
But we need lead and suits and gloves, and I've got oven mitts, but it's did you not hear? It's radioactive. It's like Rich's insides were melting. That's why it was throwing up, and he was like bleeding his guts out of his ears, and that's why he disappeared. And we can't go near that. I know enough about science to know that we don't mess with radons and uranium, and these kids are into something heavy.
I'm gonna say it sounds like
heavy metals, like uranium, plutonium. Science joke.
I look very confused at this.
I've never felt so cool.
Heavy metal. What do you? Right.
Oh,
Are we looking? Because we know Meg, Jodie, and Olivia still have that other.
Yeah, they've got
suit, and we only just managed to get Richard back before he.
Yeah, remember they were going to eat the rich. We're going to eat him.
We're going to eat the rich.
I don't know. There's so many paths of adventure. Which one do you go down? The dark tunnel on the left, or the gate to the skeleton in front? Which?
Well,
we don't know what's going on yet. I think we need to find out more about what's going on.
Do you think that? No. I wonder if that guy who, because you know how the Meg's father, he's the fired, disgraced, or whatever guy who made this technology. You think he's like kidnapped Mr. Doldrum, who knows a lot about science and stuff, to try and like maybe perfect some sort of technology, and he's behind the cats? Maybe it's like his weird tats.
Well, that was one of my theories, because when I was
cats are in on it.
I was talking to Dr. Nikki about the brown robots that are in your farm. The transmitter that they've built in your farm, it's got a much higher capacity for radio transmission and other things. And I thought something is built into that.
Does it control the cats?
The cats, robot cats. We need to find one of the cats that's eaten Mr. Doldrum and see if it's a robot.
Right. I think we should try and work out where he lives and see if we can find out. See if we can look in his windows or something. See if we can see anything.
Yes. Yeah, and if there are those crazy cats, we know it's them. Or if Alice Chan, the school drummer's there, then it's even scarier.
It's a very dark turn if Alice Chan, the school drummer's there. So we want to work out where the science teacher lives.
Yeah.
And then maybe sneak around his house.
Yeah. I'm not entertaining the idea of breaking in, but I'm like thinking about like maybe going into his back garden.
I want to go check for cats.
Yeah.
And check for cats and stuff.
Now,
look through windows.
We do have a super cool stealth suit that would help us break into somewhere.
Yeah, well, radiation poisoning.
Yeah.
Preston's very adamant not to wear this thing.
Yeah. I know. I'm just. But Christian.
I'll wear the thing. I'll become a superhero.
No,
That's a superhero costume, sir.
Yes, it's a superhero costume.
It's Christian's pride, isn't it, that you're like optimistic and believe that everything's going to be awesome. And
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
You say I have to be a superhero,
it's
an invisible
really
superhero.
dangerous, though.
I mean that could happen. Likelihood, maybe not, but I mean, yeah.
Oh, it definitely will happen. It definitely will. We
If
should
you
do
want to
that.
wear the suit and have a look around, that might be cool. We could get an idea of how it works and things. We can go to the church and check it out. And I mean, I could look up in the science library how to make some kind of basic Geiger counter, like radiation counter, with you, Butch, and we could put something together to see if it's.
I mean,
We're in Robots Club. We can.
Do we have the time?
I don't know. We could try.
Yeah, you can have the time.
We are Robot Club. That's true.
Like, I'm thinking basically like a lemon and needle sort of Geiger counter.
A
Not anything...
potato-powered Geiger counter.
Yeah, like, is there a way of getting a basic Geiger counter?
Well, tell you what. Somebody can make a contact roll to see if you could get the science tech who works there
Yeah.
to give you a Geiger counter or loan it for the evening. You know, that kind of. Look, we want to carry on the project, but because Mr. Drummond isn't here, we're gonna do it at Butcher's farm. Can we borrow the Geiger counter? Or
Yeah, we could say it's like under the guise if we're worried about what the assembly was saying about radioactivity, and we want to do our own experiments on radioactivity and see if we can see anything and that kind of thing. Try and convince them.
yeah, so someone can make a contact
Not me.
roll.
I'm already on the list.
If somebody wants,
5?
they can assist the roller.
I'll assist.
All right, so
Yep.
so Christian
6.
and Butch go to
Yep.
the science department and are like, look, our friend Preston is having a bit of a moment.
Yeah,
Can we just borrow this to show him that his bedroom's not radioactive, please?
I got 1-6.
1-6. So yeah, there is possibly they've met Preston, who spends a lot of time in the computer labs or around that part of school, frequently having to tell him, no, you can't download the whole library onto your.
Like, do you remember the kid who like talked up in the assembly? Yeah, he's Preston.
Oh yeah, yeah, we know Preston. So she gets you a Geiger counter. It's like calibrated for like, I don't know, 3 brads or, you know, a real small amount. Like it doesn't register like the background radiation of everything.
Yeah, the radiation in a banana.
Yeah, and it's for science experiments at school and that kind of stuff. So if you were to encounter a really high bit of radiation, that's not even a real word, a real source of radiation, it'd probably just go whoop and go off the charts kind of thing. But she hands it over to you, Butch, and she says, it's really nice that you're looking out for your friend, but if you could have it back in one piece tomorrow, that would be good. Because of this, we've had to inventory everything in case they stole some of our science elements. You know, the stuff we do we do science experiments and we demonstrations and stuff. I've had to inventory the whole of the stores So if it's not there when they come back on Friday, I'll probably get into a bit of trouble. Please don't lose or break it for me, Butch.
No, I'll bring it back. Don't worry.
Yeah. And so yeah, she hands you over this Geiger counter, so you can have this. Yeah, it's probably chunky box thing with a wiggly dial on it and an on and an off. It's, hold it like a Ghostbusters trap kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nice.
I'll take it.
Yeah, and she likes happy science.
Thank you. Oh, head.
Happy science.
Yeah.
Head back to Preston. Work it.
I've tried to make one out of a potato and some straws.
There is no
Why waste a
tinker
potato,
check
Preston?
that will get you that. No tinker check on the face of the earth will get you a Geiger counter out of a potato, a bit of straws, and one of those crocodile clips.
Yeah, it lights up though.
It does, yeah. Okay, yeah, I'll give you that.
I immediately turn it on and like scan my whole body with it, and these two as well. Like,
yeah, everybody's fine. It doesn't even register. Like,
Sweet.
if somebody has a glow in the dark watch, it might go boop. Yeah, because that's a little. Yeah, that's it.
It's a tiny amount.
Yeah.
well,
What?
we can
Right,
take this.
You feel better now?
Yeah.
So, what's the plan, Preston?
Well, there's so much going on. We need to find Mr. Doldrum's house. We need to check if the robot cats have eaten him. To do that, we need to check that the soups the potato we're cooking is not too hot for Christian to eat. And if it's safe to eat, then we can eat it, and it will help us find. He'll be ready to find Mr. Drummond's house.
We want to eat it very quickly, though.
Yes, we need to eat it very quickly and only have a little bit. Don't get too much potato.
That's how you don't get sick.
Yes.
Yeah.
We don't want to be get potato poisoning.
No.
And then if the robot cats have eaten Mr. Drummond, I hope that I'm further away than you at the time, and that's your point.
We should be fine. The cats didn't attack us, so I don't imagine that they would have done anything to.
Also, if we find a cat, we need to trap one to check if it's a robot.
Didn't you pick one up, Paul, before? Oh,
No, I saw one.
You just startled it.
Yeah, I saw when I was on the ledge. I saw one. I was next to one, but I didn't touch it. But if we find one of these cats and work out it is a robot, then we can find its antenna and see that if it's got the same reception equipment in it that your transmitter. Either that or the potato could be related to the brown transmitter as well. It could be the micro. That could be what's growing the potatoes. I think I've lost my analogy now.
Had to end sometime.
Right, we're gonna have to find out where Mr. Doldrum lives first. Though,
Yes.
Well,
all the records are in the school office. If we could sneak in there, we could have a look. I don't think any of the teachers would tell us, but we could try and.
I think I know what the registrar is for the teachers. I think.
You could, yeah.
I've been around school for a while, so I imagine it probably works out.
You know what, like the school office is.
Yeah.
We could, if we get sent to if one of us gets sent to the head, we could use that as an opportunity to look around or try and sneak in, distract him.
It's after school now, isn't it? So
it is after school now. Yeah, we've had a whole day of school.
Might be able to
we haven't got much time then, so if we try and
we're gonna sneak.
If we try and make it like whoever's best at sneaking in can sneak in to have a look, and then the other two we need to make a distraction to make sure that they're not like whoever's in the office comes out of the office maybe.
All right.
There could be some sort of emergency. Quick help. Christian's choking to death.
On a potato.
On a potato. People in the office, come quick.
This sounds like extended trouble.
I mean, we could pull the fire alarm. I say in hushed tones, like that's the worst thing I could think of. Because that'll.
That is the worst thing you can do in a school. That is literally the worst thing you can do.
But if we need to find it, like I could. That's something we could do. I mean, one of you.
Maybe at the last resort. Maybe. Yeah. I mean, I can always see if I can get in
But if you get caught sneaking in, then it's big trouble.
But this could be worse if we don't find out. So
true. What would?
So is that our plan? We're going to sneak in and try and find the science teacher's home address.
Yeah.
Yes, let's do it.
The extent of my plan, anyway.
Yeah.
All right,
Are we
cool.
gonna do a little distraction, or we're just gonna try and leave it to Sneaky McSneakson first? And if that doesn't work, then
Well, here's a mechanic. Here's a way that Tales from the Loop can let us do something.
Is it time
like
for the demon duck?
It might be time for the demon duck. So extended trouble is like a bunch of tasks that kind of fit together, and we get an outcome depending on the number of successes. So in order to do this, I set the stakes. So I let you know how many successes you need to achieve it. And I think it's quite difficult, but not as difficult as it could, not the most difficult thing on the S. So this is going to need 6 successes to get exactly what you want, which is somebody in, the address of the teacher, and then somebody out without getting anybody caught or in trouble. So 6 successes.
Easy.
Yeah. So you each get 1 roll of your chosen kind of attribute and skill, and you can push that roll. You can use 1 point of luck. If you don't get enough successes, you can take take consequences, conditions to get them, and you can do it for multiple conditions if you want. So you could make yourself broken to achieve this. I don't think you need to do this in this case.
No,
but in future extended trouble, you may need to, or may want to. But in this case, so we need 6 successes, and you each tell me which part of the plan, what it is you're doing, and what attribute and skill you're rolling, and then we'll sort of roll the dice, tally up the successes, and work out what happened or where it all goes horribly wrong.
Okie dokie.
Does that make sense?
What are people best at then?
I've got 5 in stealth overall. Don't know if anyone's got any better than that.
I've got 5 in sneak as well.
I cannot sneak. I cannot sneak.
Can you investigate?
I can investigate. I have basically my highest skills are program, calculate, and comprehend. So all my stuff is to do with thinking and machines and things. So none of that's useful here.
No, it's not. If we need to unlock the door,
there'll probably be
that's
some
more
sort
of a tinker, isn't it?
Yeah, I could get through my tinker's not bad.
Or maybe there'll be a
my
computer
tinker is
you
6.
might need to. Maybe it's all digital.
Yeah,
True,
if it's
all
digital,
on a computer.
I can open the door with a tinker check and unlock the computer but that would mean me sneaking in as well. So I could open the door for Butch to sneak in while you cause a distraction because you're fairly good at contact.
I've got I can do charm. I've got 5 in charm.
I have 1 in body if you want to do some kind of dancing in the corridor.
Break in,
Yeah.
push Butch in through the second floor window.
I don't mind either me or Christian doing the sneaking part because we're both good at it.
Tell you what,
Yeah. I'm also my best is investigate and empathize.
we need to know what kind of office we're going into, really, to know whether it's going to be a case of needing.
Well, I think narratively we can swing it either way. There's a little bit more control in Tales from the Loop for you to set the story as well as me to dictate it. So if you said you wanted to use your calculate, then yeah, it's going to be a computer that you need to get all the stuff off and hack the headmistress's password. But if you say you want to use your tinker to unlock all the doors, then it's in a big filing cabinet behind 3 locked doors.
All right,
I will. So
I'll tinker the lock while somebody makes a distraction.
All right,
then Butch can sneak in and sneak out and get the files.
Okay, so it is a paper file we're going to go and steal, and we need to unlock some fire doors or through the
head
staff
teacher's
room
office kind of thing.
Through the staff room, kind of weird territory, and we're gonna and Christian is gonna preach Bible verses at the receptionist or something, or?
Well, no, I've got good empathy, so I might just like have a heart-to-heart conversation with her.
Make her a brew. Like, how's your day?
Yeah, like
Okay.
I just, I thought we could do with a chat. I noticed that
That'd be amazing.
I bring like some flowers, like some like very sad
What
looking
is it?
daisies
Like the Young Preachers Club or something that you've probably got pamphlets for. So, like the young church leaders.
Oh God, I've suddenly had a flashback in my real life, which is to an actual like church camp thing I went on, right? And we went to a talk, and it was a talk for guys. But at the end of the talk, we were it sort of ended with like about how we should all like be really nice towards girls, basically. And how like girls, like all the women in our life were all fantastic, whether they were like sisters or mothers or girlfriends or wives or friends or whatever, and that we should all go out and like go up to like the first girl we saw and say, just tell them how like brilliant and fantastic they were in completely non-sexual ways, obviously.
Yeah.
And so maybe I've got it in my head that I need to do that with the female receptionist,
right, so
I need to just tell her about how like great she is, because
I just love the idea of this little 11-year-old kid sidling up with a brew, like, so tell me about your day. Has it been hard?
Do you know
working hard or hardly working?
Like, what would the receptionist be like? Mrs. Roberts or something? Do you know Mrs. Roberts? You're a really good receptionist. We love you, Mrs. Roberts. I made you a cup of tea.
Yeah. While we're both like walking behind her on our tiptoes, trying to open the door.
Yeah.
All right. So
we'll
that's our plan.
Awesome.
Christian's gonna distract. Preston's gonna break in. And Butch is gonna sneak all the way down past the staff room to get the stuff.
I'm empathizing for my distraction.
Empathize, sneak, and Tinker. All right. So get your dice pools, roll them together, and then we'll add up as we go along, see how well we did this. We only need six successes.
I brought my part. I brought what I need to bring.
Push.
Also 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna push.
That makes 4.
I could push as well, actually.
Yeah, you guys could push if you wanted to.
I'll push.
If we push, does that mean re-rolling the whole pool, or just
no, just the failures?
Just the fails.
Okay.
I mean, you could re-roll the whole pool if you wanted, but that seems foolish.
Yeah.
Brett's got one success. Unfortunately, he's not. He doesn't count for this test.
I'm not sure what condition. I'll decide on the condition in a second once I re-roll.
Right, yeah,
I didn't get any more.
I'm lucky, so I'm gonna use a luck point to re-roll.
I got
another
use a luck point instead of that.
We ruled we can only luck roll once, didn't we?
Yeah.
One,
so you
in this extended trouble, you can only use one luck, but you can use multiple conditions.
I didn't get any more 6s.
I got a 3. I got 3 now, so we're on 5. So all we need is 1 mine.
Got 4.
Okay, we nailed it.
So Christian, you rock up to Mrs. Robinson with a cup of tea.
Yep, cup of tea, and I do literally this. I go, so how are you? with a side tilt. How are you?
And the flowers, are they like something you've collected off the school field or something?
Yeah, a couple of
daisies.
Like moth-eaten looking daisies with like petals missing and stuff. Just two
two.
by themselves.
And a cup of tea.
And
she, there's a
and I go around the side of the desk. I go around like around the side of the desk, so she has to turn to face me.
Yeah, very clever, very clever. And there is a moment where she looks at you, Christian, and she's like, well,
sizing me up. Like,
yeah, and she,
what does this weirdo want?
Genuinely like, well, and then she begins to tell you how busy she is, and she's like, all right, this kid's gonna listen. I'm gonna he looks genuine. I think I've seen him in church. He looks, and that kind of, she just begins telling you about how busy it's been, and she's expected to know where this science teacher keeps all his stuff, and she doesn't know what's the best, and just going on at you about how busy she is, how unappreciated she is, and it's lovely to see that the children of the school are giving her a cup of tea and that kind of stuff. And
yeah, that all sounds good. Sorry, I was gonna say like we could try and like I could almost lead it down like the gossip side of like, I heard he ran away with the drummer or something. No. Some they were saying some girl like he'd run off with a woman. I don't know.
She's like, and she immediately twigs it's like the substitute teacher, and she's like, isn't she isn't she such a terrible gossip? Oh, she shouldn't be so unprofessional around other children, which clearly is what she's doing right now. But you brought her a brew and some flowers, so still good. And as she's turned to the side, and we see, like, if it was a TV show, we'd see like the profile of Christian and Mrs. Roberts talking to each other, and like Butch and Preston like going for it, and just as she hears like the door to the main school sort of swing closed, that's when Christian probably drops like, so it's not an affair or something scandalous that she's like, well, it might be. That kind of thing. Heading down this corridor, is it like the past the hall, there's one of those sort of locked doors that gets you into the main school? Is it like the sort of security thing that Preston's going to try and tinker his way through?
Yeah, but like one of those. I reckon it's one of those like one side open doors.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I imagine it like where the staff room, they've all got either key cards to get in or like a special staff key, and that's the staff room and head teacher's office and HR and all that stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Like that door.
So what is it that Preston uses? What does he do to get past it?
It depends, I suppose. If it's if it's an electronic keycard scanner lock, I'm going to plug my Atari Go into it and do that classic 90s hacking of just tapping on the screen and trying to like bypass the system.
I'm in.
Are you saying
like hacksaw.com? Like,
are you saying you used your iconic item to help you with this?
Yes.
Would you like to roll, because an iconic item will give you +2 dice.
Oh wow.
So you can roll 2 more and see if you get more successes.
I did. I got another one.
Oh, there we go. Super successful.
Yeah,
I mean, it wasn't particularly clutch when Martin brought in those 4 those 4 successes, but it might have been.
I'm going to use my
We're over
Atari
like
Go to
10 now at least.
Ooh.
Yeah, hacks my way in.
Super easy
once
the odd socks put their minds to it. So Preston takes a moment. He hacks through this door. And do we see like a green light on this door, and then down the corridor on the HR door, another green light sort of flick on, and
I've reversed hacked the GUI.
Yeah, it's Linux. Did you know it?
Yeah.
So what do you turn to Butch and say? What do you?
I'm gonna go like, I'm in. The world is open. Like the caves have unlocked. Charge forth, brave warrior. Go!
I will push the door and okay, this is what you mean. I will push open the door and make my way post haste to the reception.
All right. Yeah.
I ticked exhausted on my conditions, so I am imagining that something goes wrong on the way there, as in I know the direction I need to go, and I'm like going quite quickly, but I don't have much time to actually do this. And as I get to what should be like an unlocked entrance, someone's deadbolted it mechanically, and I know there's another entrance.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I have to go back and around, so I sprint like crazy to get basically to the other side, getting through, and then into the reception area.
Yeah, so there must be like a moment where Preston is hacking something, and he looks at you as you run further down a corridor, and then sees you at another window going this door. Then there's a bit more hacking, and you get through, And you're in the HR room. This strange office. There's no accommodation for children being in this room. There's like scissors out and everything. It's terrible. And you can see all the files and stuff. Maybe you have to frantically scrabble through stuff to find a key to a filing cabinet, and work your way through, and you find his address and his employee record, so to speak. And do you just yoink it and run, or do you just remember the address?
I would take it. I don't think I don't trust my memory enough to remember it. Okay. So I will take the physical file, put it under this shirt or something, and then and then make my way back. Yeah.
You must have like a in this whole shenanigans, like we'll meet on the playground. Oh no, not the playground. That would be obvious, or something. You must have a point you've all agreed to meet.
I imagine somewhere outside of school then, if that's the case, or if we're nearly finished the lesson.
I imagine we just go back to reception all casual and be like, pick up Christian. Like,
just swing past and be like, Christian, engineering club, let's go.
The potato's in the oven. The potato is in the oven.
We're not having potatoes for tea. What are you on about?
It's Wednesday. We have lasagna.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're just walking out really confused.
All right. And the receptionist, Mrs. Robertson, she's like, bye.
And I turn to her and I say, trust in the Lord and do good. Dwell in the land and enjoy safe pasture, Miss Jackson.
And
Miss Robertson.
She nods converted, yes. She's like, yes. Have a lovely evening, Christian. Thank you. And she like turns to paperwork or something, or the phone rings and she picks it up. Something else to distract her. So you have the science teacher's employee file, which has his address in it. And you were successful. Your first heist was successful. Although Butch looks a bit knackered.
Well, it's the adrenaline as well of being like in the out of bounds areas, like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So is the plan to just head straight to his house?
Well, no, we need to go and get the stealth suit thing, and check it with the Geiger counter, and then maybe try and rig it for Christian to
sneak into the house,
to become God Boy.
God Boy.
Exactly.
All right, so it's not a problem to get back to the church and into your hideout. There's probably I don't know, a Weight Watchers class going on or something in the church hall.
I will retake the key back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, don't you have like a secret bit on the other side of the hall that nobody knows about?
Yeah. I gave Preston the key because obviously I couldn't make it back but on the way once Preston opens it, I'll take it back out of the.
It'd be like mine now. I'll keep that safe.
There is a moment of the lack of responsibility, like like the keeper of the key is the chosen one, and I'm like,
oh, Barazander's sad. Barazander Great is sad.
Yeah.
Your prayer cushion fort is still there, as it was last time you left it. Nobody's been in. I think we hide the stealth jacket under perhaps some old books that have got the wrong lyrics to Jerusalem in or something.
We left it invisible so that it wouldn't be seen if someone came in. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is it still invisible? Is a key question to ask there.
I think as we've accidentally been forced to leave it on for what is probably 4 or 5 days, when we return, no, it isn't invisible. And you can see like this army-style webbing with all its little LEDs, dark, in a pile in the corner where you left it. So nobody's touched it, but you can instantly sort of realise that the battery is out.
Yeah. can I investigate it to see if it is a... One, I want to use the Geiger count to see if there's any residual radiation in the room, definitely, to see if we're all going to die.
Mm-hmm.
And then two, if not, I'd like to investigate it to see if we can... If it's rechargeable, if there is a way of we can, like, how we turn it on, whether it'll...
Just look for a plug socket.
Yeah, look for a USB Type-C. No, it won't have that, because that's probably about 20 years too far away.
I'm not sure if I remember if I was wrong with thought it was solar charged. But
Yeah, the ones you saw in Meg's tent had like these solar panels plugged into them.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, so like separately from.
Yeah, so she had them on like a stool or a box or something, and there was these little solar panels, and the other one was plugged into that. You could see like crocodile clips and stuff to put them together. Yeah. You could make an investigation, and I'll give you a +2 for your Geiger counter because you're specifically kind of trying to work this stuff out. If anybody else wants to assist Preston, they're very welcome to. If they want to assist with an investigation.
What's my invest? Yeah, I'll put a point in it. So yeah.
Well, I imagine because it's mechanical and stuff like that. Like even if Tinker.
Yeah, because I've got good investigation, but I feel like I don't know anything about this thing, so I don't think I could help.
Okay.
Yeah.
Apart from with enthusiasm that you find how to make it work, so I can be God Boy.
Yeah. 2 6s.
2 6s. All right. So completely free of charge. There is a residual radioactive level here. It's probably on par with about 5 bananas. Yeah, that's our measurement
6
here.
is the death banana, so it's fine.
Death banana or something. Yeah.
10 bananas is death banana, so
death banana.
Good.
So it's not like scary and dangerous, but it is. It is a residual one, and it's all around the area that this thing has been. But yeah, so you can ask me 2 more things if you want to try and work out about this stealth suit.
One, is the battery rechargeable? And if it is, if it's removable and rechargeable via a means we potentially have access to. So like I imagine Butch's bike is probably rechargeable, like electric.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And if it looks like we can jerry rig the battery to be charged by something like that.
Got an idea for that.
Yeah, I don't know how to do the mechanical things. It's just kind of, I'm basically going to take it and go, hey Butch, this is the battery. What do we do? All
right. So for one of your successes, yes, it is rechargeable because we kind of know that anyway from Butch's guessing when he saw the other one in action. But yeah, for one of your successes, you can't detach the battery completely because it's sort of half stitched into the suits and that kind of thing. But there are connections that you could attach, jump leads, crocodile clips, solder something there, that kind of stuff to recharge it. It just needs you could a power source. So you can't quite work out how much power you will need to get it fully charged unless that's what you want to spend your second dice on. But if you want to ask something or work something else out about it, you're very welcome to go down a different path around it.
No, I'd probably be trying to, at the moment, all we want to do is how do we turn it on and how can we turn it on? So yeah, I'll try and look for if I can unstitch the battery compartment a little bit to have a look at the battery to see if it's a kind of like a lithium battery or a radon battery, or if it's got any markings on it that I can recognize to go, oh, it's a 24-volt battery that needs this, and do some little maths on my Atari Go about.
Okay, so we have a science montage where Preston sort of inspects things and Butch leans over and maybe says, oh, it looks like, that connector kind of thing. And Preston goes, calculations.
Eureka!
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I don't science enough to know exacts about lithium batteries and radon baths or whatever. That kind of stuff. Radox bath salts. That's what I'm getting confused with.
We're all going to start taking bath salts. That'll make it more interesting.
That'll be a weird kids program. But you think like it'd probably take maybe an hour or so to charge if you attached it maybe to Butcher's bike, or if you somehow managed to get it to a wall socket, it'd probably take an hour there. thinking on maybe Butcher's mentioning the solar panels, that'd probably take an afternoon because it's not as efficient, but then it is solar panel and completely green energy, and that's probably why the hippies love it, kind of thing. But yeah, you could have this thing charged in an hour if you got a strong power source. It doesn't need it doesn't need like a massive battery. You think the battery would probably last the suit maybe 2-3 hours. The trip out to the farm that Richard was doing was probably the whole length of the stealth suit that it was going to work for. When he got back, it'd need to be plugged in.
Yeah. How far away from the church is Mr. Doldrum's house, Budge?
How big? I'm trying to think of it. Say 15-20 minutes, maybe, by walking. We're going slow.
Yeah.
Cool. So we could charge it here and get it to his house back in time. I don't know. I know it's chargeable. I don't know how to charge. If you know how we can charge it, like maybe Drew rig some kind of interface between the socket. It doesn't have a 3-pin socket on it, so if you can work out how to build something to put it into a wall, or we can somehow patch your bike battery to it or something like that. If you can work out how to do that, then we can charge it, and then Christian can.
Biggest thing is either we need to either sneak it out of here to the farm, because I can't get the bike to here. Well, I can, but
yeah, your bike mustn't be far away because you drive it 3/4 of the way to school, don't you?
Yeah, that's true.
How big is it?
The thing, it's like an adult-sized. Do you know, like the army pouches and so the webbing, the shoulder straps, and then the pouches that go around your middle. It might have some like dangly strips for LEDs that kind of go down behind, but it's not massive. It could easily fit in a backpack or something.
We could pull all the straps really tight to make it smaller as well.
Yeah. It'd probably be a bit odd on Christian because he's a small 11-year-old boy compared to a big army dude. But yeah, you could make it work. You could have a bit of a tinker in a fiddle.
What do you think, Preston? We could either try and put a big jacket over Christian, if Christian's up for that, and smuggle it out that way to the bike, or I could just go to the bike and get the battery and bring it over here and jump lead it up. We only need enough charge to get it going, and then once it's going, we can take it somewhere while it's invisible.
That's true. I think we need to fit it onto Christian anyway. So I think we can try and go and get some like scissors from like the kitchen and the church, and some like tape if they've got any, and we try and attach it, see if it fits Christian. And then, we just put a blanket around him or a hoodie, and hopefully that he can just walk it out. Because the thing is, if we charge it and then it doesn't fit, or Christine can't wear it or can't carry it, then we've wasted time. We need to know if he can wear it, and then we can charge it. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
we'll start with that then. If that's what you okay with that, Christian?
I am. Let's get it on.
Cool. All right, good boy. Let's go.
Yeah.
Good boy.
Oh yes, good boy. Anything can happen in the next
I'll
half
find
hour.
some old church kitchen paint and paint on one of the panels. God boy.
All right, GB.
Yeah, and like a little paint a little cross on the front chest plate of it. Just to make, like in the montage of getting this thing on, like duct taping it to his arms and kind of snipping straps and pulling them tight and making it properly look like.
So I think this is definitely a tinker roll.
This is your armor.
Definitely tinker roll. Oh yeah, it's like
I'm being a squire. Varazan the squire.
The squire. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, I can give you a hand if you want there.
I'd imagine you'd be doing most of the tinkering. I'm just talking about.
Yeah, if you okay, I will do the thing. I'll do the thing.
I'll give you a hand with it.
Preston is just drawing white crosses and
every so often
anointing
I have
him
to
in the
do
way
something
of
useful.
Sir Varazund.
And talking about his armor class. It's
Yeah.
like, oh.
Thaco will be brilliant with this.
Yeah.
One success.
Okay. So yeah, it's fine. You might have to like push Preston back a bit and be like, just hang on while I tape this down, kind of. Hang on, behave for a minute or two.
So I'll try and like bulk up where his shoulders are as well, so
Yeah.
I can sort of like make it a bit more smoother and.
Yeah, I imagine
with
it's like
dry box.
clipped
Yeah.
at bits to sort of make the straps shorter and fold it on and that kind of stuff. But we managed to make Christian fit the suit and the suit fit Christian no problem. And then we get some sort of blanket or big hoodie or coat or something, which I'm sure Preston thinks is a cape.
Yeah. A cloak.
A cloak of elven kind.
Cloak of resistance for.
Yeah.
My cloak.
Oh, it's a cloak of displacement. That's what the thing is. It's a
Yeah.
cloak of displacement. Oh,
It's a magical
Then
robe.
I love you, D&D.
Make our way to the bike.
Sure, yeah, that's not a problem.
Lock the room behind me.
Lock the door behind you. Head out across the town to. It's not that far. It must be on the way, kind of thing. If someone would like to make an observation roll as you go.
I mean, I can, but I think somebody else would be better at it. I'm not the greatest at observation.
I think I'm the best at observation.
Is it observation? No, that's alien. Sorry, investigation.
I'm not the best at investigation.
Oh, I'm the best investigation.
Could be.
I'll have a look.
You do the roll.
Yeah. I imagine you'd be a bit on edge anyway. Like.
Yeah. 2 6s and
Hey,
3
well
done.
1s.
Yeah, we're not playing aliens or anything like that, so the ones don't matter. No panic spirals here. Although everybody died in my Destroyer of Worlds because of panic the other week. Anyway. So Christian, as you're walking along, Butch is maybe chatting with Preston about what they'll need to do, and he needs to make sure they've brought the right connectors and that kind of stuff. They're talking tech stuff. You're sort of looking around, imagining being God Boy, and something cool. And you do watch. You do watch. There are on the corner of the street. There is a cat sat looking in somebody's window, and then one cat sat on the end fence of the street, and the cat is almost like perfectly tracking you as you head up the road. Like it's watching the group of you as you walk up the road to the stone wall where Butch parks his bike.
Mm-hmm. Guys, so I'll stop and be like, guys, the cat. And then I start walking like backward a few steps.
Mm-hmm. Cat.
And then forward a few steps.
Yeah, the cat watches you.
And then backward a few steps.
The cat's watching.
Oh,
Yeah, it does.
Hey, this is fun. Join in.
Yeah.
That is. Is it what is just I walk. Just stay till a second, and I walk forward. Does it track me at all?
Yeah, it watches you.
Oh.
And then it looks back at the other two, and then looks back at you.
Oh, well, okay, that's weird.
Why is that cat watching us?
That's so creepy.
I'm gonna
catch the cat?
I can't catch the cat, but I'm gonna go see if it. I want to see if it's a robot.
Go pet the cat.
I'm gonna go pet the cat.
Go pet the cat.
Yeah. Out of curiosity, I'm gonna be like, "Good kitty, warm kitty, soft kitty, little boy."
Copyright strikes all over your channel. No, they can't do that for that. Surely that's not going to happen. I'll find out soon.
This is where the screen goes black.
I may as well quit Twitch now.
Yeah. So you want to try and catch up with this, or get this cat and give it a pet and catch it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Well, I just want to see if I can pet it, and if it runs away, or if it bites me, or if it lasers me with its robot eyes.
Death cat activated.
Yeah.
So you head up to it. It seems to take a couple of steps slowly backwards when you get quite close to it.
I'm gonna put a hand around and be like, "Hey, kitty, kitty, kitty," to try and stroke its chin, sort of. Nice kitty.
Its chin?
Yeah, like
Who strokes a cat directly by the chin?
you do that and let the ears. And,
All right.
pat it on its head.
Pat it on its
Good
head.
kitty.
So as you reach your hand out, it backs up a bit more. If you make a move roll, you might be able to pet it.
Okay.
Right, sorry, Emily. They didn't renew the copyright in 1964, so it won't be a problem.
Oh, it's okay. Oh, excellent. Thank you. Phew. No. Would you like to use a luck point or take a condition? Is it important that you stroke this kitty?
It's important you kind of know if it's flesh or not, I guess.
To me, I'm gonna try and I must confront the beast. No, I have not. I'm not lucky. I'm gonna push it.
Ooh.
One more time. One more time. Come here, cat. I'm gonna be like keep reaching at it, and it's just backing off. And I imagine like no.
No, I will tame the beast. My animal handling is exemplary.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking to myself. And then third and final time. Nope, that's a 5. I failed to grasp the cat.
Oh no!
Does not succeed.
All right,
so I pushed it. So I suffer a consequence. I don't know what.
Yeah, you get a condition. So typically they're like exhausted, angry, upset, or injured.
Well, I don't know. Either does it bite me, or am I just annoyed at this cat for being evasive?
Well, you tell me, and I will tell you how the cat reacts based on your choice of. I mean, you could be injured. It could reach out and swipe at you and cut you.
Having failed to be nice to it, I'll be getting frustrated. So the second time I try and stroke it, I'm a little bit more aggressive. Like, come, you cannot resist me. Do not be so evasive, slippery beast. I am your master. And I'll try and like go for a proper like grab at it rather than a stroke. And then either it escapes and I'm angry, or it'll, depending what it wants to do, it could bite.
Or it swipes at you. You're injured and you're angry.
Yeah.
No, only one condition because you only pushed it. It's up to you, James. Do you want to be? So I guess angry would have you like role playing an angry Preston for until you have time to remove the condition, because he would be that angry and annoyed at everything because that stupid cat. Or like you've got like a nasty cut on your hand and you need to then go and see a grown up, or maybe Butch. Maybe somebody could make a lead role and help you fix it.
If you get injured, you're getting some special medicine.
Oh man!
So it's up to you, James. What do you think, Preston? What do you think would be best for, or not best, but best for?
I mean, RP wise, the idea of just being angry and curmudgeonly is fun, but I think injured makes more sense.
All right.
I think I've gone to try and like grab it and it's just swiped at me.
Yeah, so it hisses at you, and does it? It swipes and it just catches like the top of your hand with its claws, and you've got these cuts down your hand, and as you recoil from it, taking 1d4 plus 1 injury or whatever it is.
I have 1 hit point. I'm a commoner.
Yeah. Whatever Varazan decides the beast was. It uses its lair action or its legendary action to run away.
It disengaged.
It did.
The foul beast.
Yeah. Put it in. Yeah, you're injured.
Yeah.
We don't get to pet the cat.
Dang it. Yes.
Come here, let's have a look at it.
I'm wounded. I need healing.
Healer, cleric.
I need a cleric. I've been bested in battle by the dastardly beast of Bodmin.
Right, let's get to the bite and start charging this thing up. And
It is a wise and foul foe.
Listen, I got some good medicine yesterday. We'll help you out. Don't worry.
Germaline.
Whatever Grandad Frank has concocted in his shed. Stinky Vaseline.
It must be a robot. I'm convinced. There's no way. Normal animals. My charisma is much Much greater than a cat's. I should have been able to charm the beast. Must be a robot. It's boosted stats. That's all. That's the only thing that can explain it.
So we get back to the bike, and it's definitely a tinker check to make sure we get it charged properly. We know how to charge it. I guess the tinker check is more if it charges properly, or if I get to say it stops at a really awkward time.
Am I able to use my wrench to help in this?
Yes, yeah, you can use your signature items. Definitely something that a wrench is there for.
I'll assist you with the tinker as well.
I will make sure that Christian is not wearing this
Yes.
while we charge this up.
Yeah.
Because we want to
Come
check
off
it.
again.
Yeah.
Won't that give you extra God Boy powers?
You say give us a help.
Okay.
Yeah, I can assist you because I've got tinker.
Dice. 3 successes.
Excellent.
Hey.
So you set it up, you get it charging. I think for 3 successes, it probably charges a little bit quicker than maybe Preston anticipated. And it's not going to take as much of your battery, so you are still going to be able to drive your bike home, kind of thing at the end.
Get and charge that up when I get back. Yeah.
And recharge it when you get home. So it's not going to completely draw the energy, all the battery, and it's also only going to take maybe 45 minutes instead of a whole hour, kind of thing. It's going to be that little bit quicker, which leaves you with time to deal with Preston's vicious wound, his mortal wound.
We're here. Don't make so much noise. I'm going to go and get something to treat your hand. So I'll be back in a moment. I'll head over to the main farm.
At least superior healing.
Yeah.
I'll pick up a bandage and Grandpa's special medicine.
Yeah.
Are you skilled as a medicine?
I'm skilled in lead, so
Yes.
I can do the role needed for it.
No, I'm just asking you as Preston. Are you skilled
No.
in medicine? What are you?
Am I skilled in... Well, we deal with injuries all the time on the farm, so you need to be a little bit knowledgeable on how this kind of stuff works.
Oh, I put my trust in you, good sir. I'm withdrawing within Tavarazand now. I've defeated an enemy and I'm all shook up with adrenaline.
Yeah, I love it.
So we'll go find both the medicine and the band-aid.
That's gonna sting like a mofo.
I think Butch is looking forward to it.
I know what it is, stings. Okay, so
I used to imagine you smiling, walking away to the tin, just knowing full well my face.
it's a lead roll.
It is just a lead roll. You need at least 1 success to calm Preston.
I can help with that.
No, you can't, unfortunately. It's just Butch.
Damn it.
I got 1 success.
There we go. Yeah,
Okay.
so one-on-one, Butch and Preston take time to put the ointment on and the plaster on, and
I'll like take his hand and be like, so tell me again, it's Varazund, is it? And the second you go off into that world, I will slap this medicine onto your hand.
Yeah.
The great show.
And there will be the weakest, shrillest scream. Like, and the pain is severe.
Yeah, so after this childish squeal, because Preston is a child, he's only 30.
Yeah.
He's a child. He's allowed to squeal like that. We slap the thing, and then suddenly it doesn't hurt as much, and you're like, oh, that's
sorcery at work.
Yeah, farm sorcery.
Thank you. Whatever your granddad has in this salve, I would say, it's a miracle. I can't believe it actually works. Thank you so much.
It's fine, Preston.
Oh, that's such. I was worried I might have to lose my arm after such a vicious injury, but you've saved the day.
Amputate his arm because of a cat scratch.
Yeah.
I love it. Just the whole thing.
Shall we? Do you want to check over the suit while it's been charging? See whether it's.
Yeah. Christian. There is the on switch. Activate God Boy.
Yes, finally.
Christian's been sat there patiently,
Yeah.
reciting Christian Bible verses, trying out what his
it from my
code name, his catchphrase would be.
I'll just take a couple of steps back after pointing out
like
to Christian.
patience is a virtue. Patience is a virtue. Patience is a virtue. Like 70,000 times.
Yeah, so it's fully charged. We put Christian into the stealth suit, and then do we switch it on now, or do we get to near the science teacher's home?
Imagine we turn it on to test it.
Yeah. I want to kind of take
turn
a
it
couple
off.
steps and just see what happens.
Right.
Then turn it off and then turn it back on again.
Okay. So we put it on. Christian flicks the switch. Who's got the Geiger counter?
You know the sound from Ghostbusters when they're turning on the protopacks, that kind of
There's
like
definitely some sort of noise.
I have the Geiger counter. Yeah, I'm gonna
holding it out,
like arms reach, like
Geiger counter on a stick.
Yeah,
it's like a broom.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when you switch it on, there's definitely like a bloop, and it goes up to 10 bananas.
That's crackling.
It's crackling as it.
I imagine the
on.
needle goes beyond the point this kind of simple Geiger counter is. Like, just goes to the end and stops.
It goes to the end, stops, goes down a bit, goes back up again, kind of thing.
Yeah, this is bad bananas.
It's great. I'm am I invisible now?
Yeah, completely invisible.
Christian,
Great.
are you okay? How do you feel?
Fantastic! I'm just sort of running around. You can hear my footsteps just sort of like zipping around you.
Where's he gone?
Christian. I don't want to yell.
I go and like pick things up, but I'm like, ooh.
I imagine we're saying Christian over and over, and there's nothing happening, and then I say God Boy, and you're like, yes. That's your only response.
You only respond
like
to God Boy.
Floating potatoes.
Yes.
Definitely.
Right, you
Very
take it off.
exciting and happy right now.
Turn it off so we can, because it makes you sick if you wear it too long.
Yes, definitely does make you sick if you wear it too long.
Okay. I mean, I've got my head hung, but you can't see that. So.
Yeah.
Click.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, you can use it again once you get it to the actual place, which is.
Oh God, I'm worried about how sick I'm going to get now. Out of character.
Mm.
In character, I was invisible.
Yeah. That's. I mean, just to take a minute. That was really cool. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it actually worked. That's and I wasn't the first person to do it, but that doesn't matter. Being a hero is sometimes letting another be the champion of the story, and you've got an invisibility cloak. That's amazing. Well done. Yeah.
God boy. God boy.
Gonna have to find
That's
Stingray
so
on YouTube
cool.
soon. And then we head off to the house.
Yes, we do.
Excellent. All right. So it's not hard to find. You've got the address. You march through. Well, you cautiously make your way so as the grown-ups do not spot you. I guess nobody's really looking at 3 kids walking around town, but you're being cautious nonetheless. You get to this top of the road. The house is probably number 12, so it's a couple of doors down. There's time, there's space. It's not number 1 at the end.
Yeah.
And you can see it. It's a semi-detached terraced house. There's a car on the driveway. From this end of the road, it looks fine. You can't. You're a bit like, okay, what were we expecting? I don't know.
If it's a terraced, is there a ginnel?
No, yeah, I think it's a semi-detached. Probably, it's probably a fence. So it'll be.
Oh, okay.
So there'll be space to get around the back.
Right. Yeah.
Of it, kind of thing.
Yeah,
there might be even there might be like a shed garage on the side or something. There's definitely like space to get around to the back of the house without having to climb over a garden wall, kind of at the terrace. So yeah, semi-detached kind of thing.
Well, our classic movies go look straight in the window.
Yeah.
That's what we're known for, I think.
We need to look out for cats as well.
Yes,
this
that's
is where
true.
They might have eaten him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
All right, so are we going up before without God Boy? Is God Boy going to wait to be activated?
Yeah, I was thinking. To me, I'm thinking that we would get up to and then find somewhere where we could like be out of sight, and then Christian could go invisible.
Yeah, I don't think we'd approach the house. Like we'd get close to the house, and then it'd be like, we don't want to get seen poking around. Off you go, God boy. And you kind of, it's your super secret mission. You must charge forth.
Okay.
Be the vanguard.
So there's probably like a white van or something parked on the opposite side of the road, a couple of doors up for you to kind of hide around. And that's where we're gonna send God Boy on from.
Yeah.
For his solo secret mission.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. As soon as he goes off,
I want to look for cats though. While we're there.
Sure.
Yep. Cool.
Turn to Preston once you're out of earshot, Christian. What did you work out anything that cures radiation sickness, Preston?
No.
Okay. Let's just hope it doesn't affect him that much then.
Once the potato's cooked.
I don't think Grandfather's medicine is going to help him.
Is it not? Oh, that was my plan.
Oh no.
I think this.
Right.
I think iodine. I think cures radiation. I think I read something, but I don't know where you get that from. I think
iodine, one of your silly Varizan things.
No. Iodine. Not the iodine. Well, that's such a cool thing. There's tablets you can get in hospitals and things, but if he gets sick and we can't do anything for him, don't tell him.
That's
Prayer.
right. Okay. God will keep him safe.
Yes, they've got the armor of faith. I mean, secretly, I'm a bit worried. There's a lot of and I look at the guy counter like, this is really higher than I've ever seen it, and I think once
it'll be fine. It'll be good. Don't worry. It'll be fine. Everything will go fine.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't get eaten by robot cats.
That's our job. To make sure he doesn't get eaten by robot cats.
Yeah. So,
all right.
Look around
for robot cats.
Look around for robot cats.
Sure, yeah. Make an investigate.
I will assist James.
3, 4, 5, 6. If I see a cat again, I'm not petting it. You're going at it with your wrench. Oh my God! 5 6s.
Wow.
6 dice, 5 6s. That is insane.
That's phenomenal.
I see the cat matrix.
You see the cat and the robot. No, they're not robot cats. They might be robot cats. I shouldn't give the game away. So yeah, you do. You see, and it's probably like sat in the driveway of the house behind you, just sat there, looking at you, kind of thing. And then you sort of look down the road, look along. And you can see at the end of the road there is another cat sat on the corner of the street.
My nemesis returns. Its feast, its taste for blood has not been satiated. It comes back.
Let's just keep an eye on him and then let Christian do his job.
I'm going to kind of go as small as possible, like hide behind Butch and try and angle myself so that he's in the way of any cats I can see.
Grip my wrench just in case.
I'm gonna kill you, cat. All right,
we already know they've got a taste for blood.
All right, God Boy.
Yep.
So you disappear. You can hear your friends whispering and muttering behind you. There is a slight hum from this suit, and you can barely, you can see when you move your hand over something, there's a moment kind of delay in the pattern. So it's after a few moments it kind of adjusts to it, and you work out, but there's an odd bit where you cross the road where you can't actually see where your limbs or anything is, and it's pretty cool. Yeah. Do you open the gate and walk in, or do you jump over, climb over the gate?
I think I just open the gate and walk through.
Okay, so the gate opens by itself.
Yeah.
Kind of
Must have
thing.
been the wind.
Camera pans along the floor indicate where the steps are.
Yeah, as you walk through some of the dirt, or you stand on a dandelion growing up through the
No one's
cracks.
going to notice
and that kind
a
of
gate just opening and closing. I mean, I'm not even thinking that. I'm just thinking I'm invisible.
You're
Woo!
invisible, yes.
Just anyone that notices thinks it must have been the wind.
I'm basically invulnerable right now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
In my head, anyway.
In Christian's head.
Yeah.
So you sneak up to the front of the house. What are you gonna do? So it's like a semi-detached little 2-story house. You can see that there's a car parked next to it.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's some sort of Ford blue car.
It's a car.
It's a
boring
Ford
car.
car.
It's a
K.A. car.
No, they're not
No,
made
it's
yet.
too old. It's probably something like a Ford Escort.
Oh, it's an Oldsmobile.
An
Yeah.
Oldsmobile, but this one hovers because it's the loop.
Oh, it's a DeLorean then.
Yeah, it's a DeLorean. Gull wings and everything. Yeah, there's a car in the driveway. You can see that there's no lights on in the house, but it's early afternoon, so they wouldn't be putting any on yet. But it doesn't. You can't hear a radio or anything from outside. What do you do? What do you do, Christian?
So I think I walk up to the front door, see if it's open.
It is not open. You do, however, notice that there's probably some letters in the inside in the porch, and maybe a newspaper or something there. So there's a couple of days worth of post in the porch.
Okay, cool. I'll go and look in the car, see if one of those doors opens.
No, none of the doors open. You
Nope.
can see that there's I guess like takeaway boxes and
Oh, it's my car. I didn't realize.
oh yeah, sure. Yeah, there's takeaway boxes, probably empty cartons of milk in there, and it looks like on the back seat there is like a bag, and it's probably like a cross between something you'd see at Preston's place, because he's into building all his own computers and that kind of stuff. And then a little bit similar to Butch. It's like you took all of Butch's weird robot junk and all of Preston's weird computer junk and smushed them all into a bag on the back seat.
Okay. I'll walk around the side. I'm basically just testing. Is there any easy ways in? So if I see a door, I'm going to go and try and open it. If I think there's a window that might be open, I'll go and push it and see what's going on.
All right, yeah, make an investigation roll then.
Okay. That is a 6. No, that's 6 dice, I mean. And that is a 6. I got 1 6.
All right, so there isn't, like, the doors aren't open, but you remember that quite often your mum tells you, she'll leave a key because she's going to be out volunteering, and Maria can't make it today, so because she's mortal and can't clean this Tuesday because she's got to go, whatever drama that entails. But underneath, like a garden gnome or something in the backyard, is a back door key.
Oh, sweet. Yep. Cool.
And you just let yourself in?
Yeah, let myself in.
All right.
Wow, he's definitely emboldened by this good
And
boy.
I'm invulnerable.
Yeah.
I'm actually invulnerable. Nothing can hurt me.
He's going to be green at the end of this and have laser beams.
I'm only getting stronger. I've not even reached my final form yet.
You're going Super Saiyan.
Super Saiyan Christian. Alright, so you push open you unlock the back door and it opens up. And the first thing that kind of you notice is this place is stinky. Like, he obviously doesn't have a cleaner. Like,
Oof.
that kind of stuff.
I'm used to things being pretty clean where I'm from, so yeah.
Yep, definitely. So this thing is stinky. You can see, like, the kitchen all over the counter in the back, on the side, are dishes, like saucers and small cups and bowls, and it's all over the counter. And then there's a good foot across the bottom of the sideboard as well that have got bowls and cups and glasses and stuff. Some of them look like at some point they had milk in, but now it looks like cheese.
Oh
Like
God.
it's rotten, and that's the big stink there.
Mm,
Um,
that smells really bad as
yeah,
well.
it does.
Sensing a theme though with all this milk stuff going on.
There's
Mm.
cats.
Yeah.
See, I'm like I said, I'm just gonna walk from room to room.
All
I
right.
mean, I'm not gonna be making a whole lot of noise,
No.
but I'm also not gonna be being super careful either because I'm invisible. Basically I'm like Sonic after he's got all the emeralds, all the like emerald crystals.
Yeah. So you move in, and there's
Chaos
only
emeralds.
there's like 3 rooms on the downstairs floor. So you've got a kitchen, what would be like a dining room, and then a living room, and then the entrance kind of area. So
Yeah.
you come out the kitchen and into the dining room, and you can see obviously this looks like some sort of, I guess, like science club or something that hasn't been tidied up properly. So the dining room table, you can see there's all kinds of computer equipment. Bits of it have been busted out and messed up. It looks like there's a big empty space in the middle of the table where something was.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not there anymore. And yeah, just a mess. 2 or 3 plates of empty
Milk.
Yeah, there was some milk on them at some point. Now there's not. And then just computer bits all over the shop.
Okay.
Move into the living room.
Yep.
It stinks in here, but you clock pretty quickly that's because there's a litter tray, like a pretty big litter tray, down on one corner of the room. There is a small TV, a couch, and a coffee table. The coffee table looks like it's got loads of, the dot matrix style printers. Printouts.
Yes,
that
yes,
had like
yes,
the
I do.
green stripes on it, kind of thing. There's just stacks of them. Some of them look like really, when they were all really long things. Stacks of them. Some of them it looks like someone was reading halfway through. Stacks of them on the table. And some of them have got like red circles or notes and things on them. There's like a sideboard. It's got pictures and that kind of stuff on it of the science teacher at the beach with some lady, and then the science teacher somewhere else with a different lady. And it's a bit like, why has he got so many relatives?
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Stacks of these. The stacks
Science
of these.
teacher's got game.
Yeah, science teachers.
I think science is a lot sexier in this universe.
Yeah, definitely. Moving into the hallway, you can see the coats hung up, a briefcase on the floor, a stand where the phone is, a mirror, and stairs that head upstairs.
Are there any like keys hung up on like a key hook?
Yeah, there's probably like a bunch of key, one of those things that you come in and you hang your key on. It's that kind of thing. I think there's probably there's like 2 empty hooks, and then a set of car keys, and then a set of a key with what would it be? Like some sort of novelty key ring, like Loop, Rinsky Energy or Loop key ring. It looks like that from this distance. It looks like one of those things that they probably give out loads when the scientists come to visit school.
Okay, can I grab the car keys?
You want to take the car keys? Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I want to see if they turn invisible when I like put them in a pocket, or when I grab them, or when I put them in a pocket.
So the bit that's inside your hand goes invisible, and then when you bring them close, like real close, it just disappears.
Right. Okay, it's like a force field type deal. Cool. Head up. Actually, no. I'll tell you what. I'm near the front door now. Let's go have a look at like the post.
All right. So
I'm not going to open anything, but just like if there was say like overdue bills or things that have like red stamps and warning, last notice, must read?
I don't think there's any of those kind of stuff. I think the thing that probably is exciting is there's a, what would it be, like Pan Am, like an airplane ticket.
Ooh.
An air like a holiday ticket. Maybe that's how Christian knows it. It's the holiday company. They send you the things to go on holiday, and then you go to Bible camp in Rome or something. I don't know.
Vatican visit.
Vatican tours. So there's a letter from the holiday company, which has probably got the science teacher's first name on it, which is fun.
Gerald.
Gerald. Okay, yeah, Gerald. So there's that, and then there's a bunch of, boring-looking bills, and probably a letter from the school being like, "Where are you?" Sort of thing.
Okay, I'm not really that interested in any of those as a 11-year-old.
No.
Apart from the holiday company, that's cool. But it's his, so I'm not going to take it. It's just good to know.
Yeah.
So I'll head upstairs because I've not seen him yet. I want to know if he's been eaten by cats. That's what I want to. I'm getting a bit like scared because I've seen all this like horrible smelly stuff. I know things seem odd. It's not quite the cool adventure I thought because it's probably pretty creepy in here now with all this. But I'm going to go upstairs and see if I can find it.
Yeah. So we head upstairs. At the top of the stairs, you can see that there's probably like a room for the toilet and then a room for the bathroom, because that's the way they used to build them ages ago. So there's like this toilet room, a bathroom, and then there's a study kind of room and 2 bedrooms. The study door is shut, as you would expect, because that your dad's door is always shut. And then the 2 bedrooms, one of them is open, the other one is just sort of closed.
Okay, well, I go into the open door first.
Yeah.
There's not a bathroom up here?
Yeah, so there's a toilet and a bathroom, a study, and then 2 bedrooms on the front of the house.
Okay, well, I'll go in the open door first, because it's open.
So it's quite, it looks like a guest bedroom that is completely unused. There are a couple of photographs on the walls, and they look like they're all from America. So you can see, like... Statue of Liberty and a few people that you've never seen before, and then maybe the Niagara Falls with those same people on. But the bed looks unused. It looks like it's been made. You could probably find dust on it. Nobody's ever been in here. It's just nice kind of thing.
Okay. Well, I'll just make way from room to room now.
Yeah. Okay. So there's the main bedroom, which does look like it's been used. You can see, there's probably a couple of coffee cups on this side.
Is this the front bedroom, by the way, or was I in the front bedroom?
Yeah. So there's 2 bedrooms on the front of the house, and then the bathroom, the toilet, and the study are on the back.
So when I was in the first bedroom, I want to look out the window and see if I can see Butch and Preston.
Yeah, you probably can. Yeah, I think Butch is like threatening a cat. Like, yeah.
And I wave at them.
They don't see you.
And then I realise.
They don't see you.
Paul's silly face is like.
Yes.
Yeah, and there's probably a mirror in this room that you look over at, and there's no Christian in it.
You're a vampire.
You're a vampire. No, you're God Boy.
I pull out the car keys. I'm like,
yeah, you can just see this key flying around in the window, in the mirror. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, so on to the next bedroom, please.
Okay. So yeah, the main bedroom, the master bedroom, it is clearly where the owner of the house lives, Mr. Doldrum. Jerry. His bed is unmade. How rude. There's probably some unused, like partly used coffee cups or something in here. There is like a wardrobe full of boring teacher clothes that you can see, and boring science lab coats in there. Chest of drawers, all that kind of stuff. Does look lived in, does look used. Doesn't look like it was used recently. Because I think probably as you get close, you can hear like the alarm or the radio is still kind of quietly buzzing from when it went off whenever and nobody switched it off. So you can,
Okay, well, this isn't looking good. I guess bathroom next.
Yeah, bathroom is as you'd expect.
Oh, just had the best idea.
What?
I'm gonna pee while invisible.
Pee while invisible. So I guess once it's maybe past whatever force field, whatever radiation zone is, it unfortunately doesn't glow in the dark.
Oh,
It's
but it
not
still
neon.
disappears as if from nowhere. That's pretty
it's
darn
just
cool.
a stream of pee.
Pee from nowhere.
That is a proper little boy thing.
Yeah.
Hey, look,
I love
you
the
would all
fact
do
as
it if
well
you
that-
could.
Yeah.
Millie said there's a separate bathroom and toilet. You went in the bathroom and peed.
just
You didn't
peed
go
into
in
the
the
bath.
toilet.
Into
You
the
just peed
bath.
in the
Well,
bath.
I mean, I can't see what's going on down there, so I need a
Needed
margin
the
of
space.
error.
Yeah. But yeah, the pee appears. You make a pee in the bath. It drains away. But there's nothing. There's Old Spice. You know,
Steal it, wear it.
steal it. Wear it. Everybody knows where
Okay.
you are because of the stench rather than the invisibility.
Okay, so I
He's
finished.
got to be dead in one of these rooms.
Yeah.
You won't
Yeah.
study
There's
it.
one room left. I'll go and see if the study door is open.
It is not.
Okay. I'll probably go back downstairs, grab the keys, whatever keys were left, and go and try them. If there is a lock, is there a lock in the door actually?
Yeah, there is a keyhole. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like all the other those keys on that other one. And as you look at it, that other set of keys, it's not. You thought it would be like a Rinsky key ring, and it's actually a different one. It's actually, and I just need to check to make sure it's right. What's it
Rival
called?
companies.
What's it called?
Whaling Yutani.
Yeah, WI. Yeah. It's a dart logo, DART,
Ooh.
and it's like
Interesting.
this hexagon shape dart.
Okay. I feel like I need some sort of like scared roll or bravery type roll because I feel like peeing fun aside, this is like a really horrible place.
Yeah.
And I'm only 11.
All right.
I feel like I'd be freaking out a little bit. I'm feeling like I might run back outside to Butch and Preston.
We could flash back to just before we went in there to perhaps someone like Butch giving you a pep talk, which would be a lead role kind of thing. Like Butch sort of going like, all right, check the rooms out. Don't forget to do this. Do it quickly. This is what you do if happens. And don't forget you're invisible, so stand still or whatever Butch decides is a good thing to do.
Yeah.
So we could flash back to that, or you could run out if you want and be like, ah! It's up to you. Which is what happened? Did we have a pep talk, or is Christian just gonna freak out and
I
then
feel
run out?
like Butch would have done a pep talk.
Yeah. All right. So let's make a lead roll. So the bonus of
Christian,
Yeah.
listen up.
Let's get down to business.
To defeat
2 6s.
2 6s.
Hey.
a
Excellent.
house.
I guess Butch.
Nice.
What is the pep talk? What is it based on?
I will, at this point, probably lean in to God Boy, as you have been so excited about it, and I will rack whatever verse I can remember from church, or maybe something you
Forgive us
said.
our trespasses and our daily
Yeah.
bread.
I'm like, look, he's most likely not going to be in there. Nobody else is going to be in there. All we need you to do is have a check of everywhere. If you're feeling that it's dark and scary, just remember that the Lord Almighty is watching you.
To anybody else, they would freak out. Christian thinks that's great.
Watching you pee in a bath.
And he will give you the strength and the will to continue on.
Oh, great. Good. That's good to know. Okay, so I flash back to that moment, and it sort of it strengthens me. I'm still stuck with this door, though. I'm thinking I might
Well, here's the thing,
Not?
because Martin did the lead role and got 2 successes. There are now 4 bonus dice. That's the other bonus of leading.
Okay.
Yeah. So there are 4 bonus dice that can be used in this situation.
Right.
So if you would like to make a force roll and use some or all of them to kind of push in the door, or anything else that might be go back and investigate or comprehend some of the other things, you've got that pool. Or if Martin, you want to give one of those dice to somebody else, to Preston, to make an investigate roll to watch the cats, or there's 4 bonus dice. That's the upshot of Butch leading you and inspiring you all to do it. So.
Okay, I'm here at the door. I'm going to try and force the way in.
Okay, yeah, it's definitely a force roll.
Right.
How many of these bonus dice do you want to use, if any?
All of them, I think.
Is that good with everyone? Yeah.
Hail Mary it.
Yeah. 4 bonus dice.
Yeah.
Can we work out how you might use your iconic item to help you?
Peck your way through the door.
Peck it.
I think that just leads the charge.
All right.
That just leads the charge entirely.
You're gonna go like pull it on your head down and run at it.
Yeah. Oh god, it's gonna hurt my head, but oh well. Okay, we're rolling.
All right.
I think more sensibly because of like pressing against the door and then sliding it.
I'm gonna have to look.
Like they get the credit card when you Jimmy a lock
and
with
then
a dog
just,
hat.
like, using the pressure of it to like pop the door open.
Yeah.
Can I look?
Yes, of course you can look. Yeah.
Can I look all of them?
Yeah, you could. So your dice pool, you use luck on your dice pool.
Right. Okay. Cool. Because I didn't get any 6s.
We roll.
Yes, we got a 6.
Right.
Hopefully that's enough.
That is enough to sort of force this door open, and you see that there is. This is a really messy room. There is a dot matrix printer that still has stuff sort of printing out from it, and it's just slowly kind of but and you can see it tiny increments coming out there, and a computer that's obviously got, I don't know, toaster flying screenshot going on.
After 8.
Yeah. And then
After dark, sorry.
Yeah, after dark. A desk that's covered in there's probably some moldy takeaway or something on the side that's not been eaten. Drawers, filing cabinets, and all kinds of stuff. And then a map of town up on the wall that's got pins in it.
Okay. But he's not here.
No, he's not here.
Okay, well, I mean, that's what I want to establish. Mm-hmm. So I think at this point, I think my job's done. So I'm going to power down.
Okay.
God boy.
All right.
And I'll head back outside to... Well, no, actually, no. I'll stay God boy for a bit longer.
Yeah.
I won't power down just yet. But I'll head back outside to say, look, it's okay. The coast is clear. You guys can come in and help figure out what the hell's going on in this house. He's not there. Doesn't look like anybody's been there for days, maybe weeks. Oh, I've got his car keys as well.
Let's go joyriding.
Potentially.
Do you say this while invisible?
No, sorry. I was
Ring us the shit out all of a sudden. Like, what?
I was kind of paraphrasing the conversation.
Right. So
I come back and I just sort of I come back. I ungod boy. I splurge all this information at you about what's going on. I tell you about how I waved at you guys. You couldn't see me, and I peed, and it went everywhere. And then yeah. But basically, we can all go in and have a look around to figure out what's going on.
All right. If it's safe, I believe Christian. Let's go.
Cool. So I just want to check before we do go and investigate the house. It's 10:25. So are we all right for maybe 10 or 15 more minutes, or do we need to do this next week?
I don't know how long the investigation will take. I'm fine to play till wherever. But
all right, it shouldn't take too long. And I think once we've investigated the house, we can.
I'm good till like 11.
Yeah, wrap up and
Okay.
do some questions. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So
should we just do a general combined Trummel investigate of the house then?
So I think there's a couple of possible roles. There's definitely an investigate to see if there's anything that Christian didn't spot. But there's also probably a comprehend, because aside from finding stuff, there's a lot of stuff that's just out. So there's a table full of computer bits. There's the living room with all these dot matrix printouts, and then there's the office with even more dot matrix printout and the map of town. So I think there's an investigate and maybe 2 comprehend roles. Is it?
Yeah, my brain will be buzzing on stuff.
Yeah.
So.
And then we have to work out how this relates to the witch worm aliens. I don't know. It doesn't. Maybe
out possible theories from Preston at the moment. The Jerry Doldrum built the stealth suit. I think that's what he was building on the table when Christian says when we go in and look and there's all the bits and pieces. So I want to know if the bits and pieces in that room look similar to the bits and pieces on Christian's suit, and that's why he's gone missing, because he built it and then they've killed him or something. Maybe.
So he built it for Meg's father.
Maybe.
Because Meg specifically said she got it from her father.
Yeah, she did.
Christian found his keys. The keys he's got, Dart. They're like a secret. They're a different organisation. That's not Rinsky Energy, where he got fired from. So
maybe he's working for Dart.
Yeah, maybe they're.
I guess Preston might know. Maybe that was one of the options, because Dart is the American loop. And so, did your dad want to go and work and engineer in America instead of Germany, or did he want to come to? And it turns out that Rinsky and Math offered more money than Dart. So I guess Preston knows what Dart is.
But they're so if he's working for a rival company, maybe that's why they've catnapped him. See, I don't know why was he feeding all these cats? I don't know. Yeah, I want to look at all the equipment in that room, and I also want to look at the dot matrix printer in the study and see and the map. They're the things that I want to kind of get my head around, I suppose.
All right, yeah. So for the stuff on the table, let's do a comprehend there.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Gosh.
2 successes.
Yeah. So it's very quick for Preston to realise that this stuff on the table has nothing to do with the God Boy suit.
Dang it.
And there's nothing that matches up here.
Can I see if any of the stuff that's on this table or in this room has, because I've been reading the manual to this device that controls all the agribots. Can I see if anything in here, like, sort of triggers a memory of something I've seen, or whether it looks like it could be part of that?
Well, yeah, we've got 2 more questions from Preston's. It was 2 successes you got, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've got 2 more questions about this stuff we can ask.
Yeah, so I can obviously I've talked through it with Dr. Nicky as well, so I can ask Butch, like, does any of it look similar to you? Is there anything you've seen agribot wise? Is it one of the brown bots, radio transmitters? What kind of, like, I'll be able to spot the difference between whether it's, I don't know, radio equipment or engines or that kind of thing. Like,
yeah. All right. So looking at it, there are similarities, but it's a bit like radios versus TVs, like similar.
Some kind of signal broadcasting.
Yeah, this stuff here is much more complex than the little local kind of network the agribots use. This is capable of even just the bit. So whatever the missing piece is in the middle of the table is phenomenal. It must have such receiving and sending capacity and deciphering. And yeah, it's similar, but yeah, like radio is to TV.
Yeah, it's something big. It's something serious he's building.
And then one more question, if you want.
What else could we ask?
So are you inspecting the
The
equipment here?
Yeah,
The
just
stuff
the
on the
stuff in the dining room. You know, there was all the stuff
Yeah.
on his table there. The guts of some sort of computery thing.
Yeah. He's building something that's broadcasting or receiving signals. Does it all look like start looking at hallmarks and maiden signs and any kind of the components? Are they all like Math Loop UK components, or does it look like he's got stuff from all over, like looking for the Dart logos?
Maybe,
Yeah, I guess there's one point where Preston pulls out a specific capacitor or resistor or something and goes, oh, "This is the 45 ohm version, which is only available in America between 1976 and 1981. How does he have this in the UK? It was not shipped over here. He must have brought it himself, or have that kind of moment where everybody's like, what? But Preston is like, no. Yeah.
So he's clearly building something with the Americans.
So it's a Dart component, is what you're saying?
I think so. Yeah, it makes sense with his keyring as well. That I think he's building something for a rogue organization, and that's maybe why he's got himself in trouble. This is some like really covert ops, like underhanded cool stuff. I thought it was pretty boring, but I mean, that Robot Club he never showed he could build. Why did he give us all this stuff at Robot Club, holding out on us? Like, we could have done so much cool stuff with this.
So we've got a bunch of American-based component receivers and transmitters.
Why would a science teacher have this much knowledge?
He shouldn't. Like I said, he's I know more about robots than he did at Robot Club, but I think he might be hiding.
What if he was a robot?
Maybe it's his charging pod that's missing.
Maybe all the cats form up like Megazord into him.
5 tiny cats form into one giant cat when they combine.
I don't know why robots need to feed cats. Maybe the cats of helping him build it.
Cats are spying on.
In ancient Egypt, cats were considered gods, and aliens built the pyramids. Therefore, cats are alien gods who have come to build robots. Right? That makes sense.
That makes sense.
Connections. So we've got alien god cats have kidnapped Mr. Drummond.
Let's just hold on to that thought for a moment. It's a little extreme for my brain at the moment.
I'll put a pin in that one, maybe.
Keep that for later.
Was Miss you've been in robot class with him a lot? Was Mr. Gerald Doldrum was he good? Was he good enough to be able to do this kind of stuff?
Offhand, I wouldn't have thought I'd have seen him be this good. This seems like really over the top high tech stuff, and I imagine my opinion of him as like a boring sort of elbow patch wearing science teacher is like no. I
was going to go to the dot matrix printer, and it's print out loads of stuff, isn't it?
So there's 2 places where there's dot matrix stuff. There's stuff upstairs in his study that Christian forced the door with, and then there's loads of printouts in like the living room, like where you'd all sit and watch TV. It seems like Jerry has been reading printouts. So there's 2 places.
Have a look at the ones that were the printouts, since they're the closest ones.
Yeah. All right. So let's make a comprehend roll there.
Yeah, I imagine we can all
You can assist him.
Aid?
Yeah, you can all give Butcher dice. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll both aid you.
Do that.
Yeah, you got a success.
Excellent. So looking over this, it looks strange. Like some of it is technical printouts and details of projects and technical specs, and then some of it looks like the kind of art, like the emoji art, where it's like minuses and pluses. Some of it looks like that, like there's drawings but made out of these pluses and minuses and
ASCII art.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm trying to. Yeah, it looks like ASCII art, and they look like I guess things that Preston's dad might work from, like blueprints, but made in ASCII art. So one question or something about them.
Can I tell what the blueprint arts are like depicting, like individually?
Yeah, I guess as you sort of flip through them, it does look like some of them have got ASCII art of math or the loop on them.
Yeah.
And is it just Butch investigating this, or is it? Oh no, both of you added in your.
We're all assisting. We're all like piecing through little bits and pieces,
pushing things across the people.
So I guess to Preston or Christian, at some point you both kind of go, "Oh wait, when we were looking through the window." This was on the screen. This is what we were. And there's that moment where you're like, oh, the cats saw this and then they printed it out, or whatever strange thing Preston leaps to.
That's cool.
So the printers are printing out stuff. So he's using the cats to spy on people who have the access to the stuff, and then the cats are taking, I don't know, blinking. I would hit myself in the face. blinking, and taking pictures and sending it back to this printer. And then they're printing out. So it's
if the cats are robot spies, but why would they need milk? Is that their fuel source? I don't understand.
Well, maybe they don't need. Maybe they're.
But
I'll look around the room. There's milk everywhere. Like,
right.
There's definitely kitten poop in this kitty litter that's in the back of the room.
I don't think the cats are robots anymore. But I don't know. I don't know what they're doing and why they were definitely spying on like a point of this piece of paper like this, and now he's got it and printing it.
No. You know how
maybe they were spying on him.
You know how the agri robots have the control center.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What if there's one of those? You know how the agribots have got like the what do you call it? The chips or whatever they're called in the actual agribot things.
Mm-hmm.
What if the cats have got them in the head, or they're using it, and then some tower somewhere in this place is like
broadcasting
the information on what to do, or someone's controlling that to give them information.
I think.
But they're still cats.
I think Jerry Drummond was working for DART, building some kind of super secret tech in conjunction with some people around here.
Mm.
And the cats were sent to spy on him. And that's why, and they were transmitting the information, his work, to the guy we saw. And then,
but why would he have the prints if he's?
Well, he's printing out. It's his work. He's doing it, and then the cats have been spying on him, and the cats have transmitted it to whoever's come and kidnapped him because they're like, he's onto us. He's found this information. He's building this thing, and the cats have gone meow 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 and told everyone. Because I think the cats, because he was feeding the cats and they were living in his house and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think he's a lonely old man. He's got. Didn't see any sign of any other woman or man or friendly beast. He doesn't have a dog or anything like that in the house. So I think maybe he was lonely building this technology, and the cats have come in and been his friends, and they're spying on him, and they've learned about his research, and that's why he's been kidnapped. Because they were spying on other people's research too.
I'm seeing it that he's the one doing the spying. Like, he's controlling the cats.
But
The
he's
cats
gone
are
missing.
Yeah. Because of, I don't know why that is, but the fact that the printouts are coming from here means that he's the one controlling the cats. Or at least he's getting the prints from the cats. He wouldn't be spying on himself.
No, I think the cats are spying on him.
See, I think he's controlling the cat. Well, not. Maybe
I
not
agree with Butch. Because all this like cat stuff, he's clearly in league with the cats.
The cats are coming here, and he's like, "You're in league with the cats, Christian. How many cats came into your house? I remember you saying that your cleaner was complaining at you for having cats."
Yeah. So the cat.
So
yeah, but I don't think that
I'd
this
take a
is
step back
a bit
from
over the
Christian.
top. He loves cats a bit too much.
No,
If that's the case. He's working with the cats. I just was feeding some cats.
What about?
That's where it starts.
Someone could make, I guess, someone can make an empathize roll. Not Butch.
Christian.
Not me.
I mean, I can empathize. Who am I empathizing with?
Cats.
I'm not good at empathy.
A dead science teacher.
I didn't get any sixes.
All right, never mind. Have you got any luck left?
I do have some luck.
Do you want to use it?
We could help you, maybe.
I'm using it.
I'm
2 sixes.
All right. So the thing that strikes you, Christian, about here is yes, there's lots of like milk. There's a litter tray. There's probably like some cat food or something somewhere and water. There's no cat toys. There's no like.
Cats don't play with cat toys anyway.
I know, but the like people who love cats and own them tend to invest in like towers for them to climb on that they ignore, and beds that they don't sleep in, and feathers on string that they ignore. And there's none of that here. It's just like a place for cats to poop, and things for cats to eat. So he was taking basic care of cats, but you wouldn't say he loved them.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
So that's the difference between working with and like taking in.
No, this is my point. I think he's a lonely old man, and a cat turned up on his doorstep, and he's put a sauce of milk down. And
He's
then
not a lonely old man. He's having it away with every woman who walks through the door.
There's a lot of ladies and the science teacher on this in exotic locations, like places like he must get lots of letters from the holiday company, because there's one with like palm trees and one with like maybe pyramids or something.
Yeah.
And and none. He's got lots of friends, lots of relatives he goes on holidays with.
No, I'm. This seems like someone who has been spied on. I think his research is something that these cats have wanted to look at, and that's why they're all hanging around. Because this is the most research we've seen and the most cats we've seen. Correlation between the relation between cats and research is not inversely proportionate. They are.
Can we agree to disagree?
The more research there is, the more cats there are.
So there is one more room where you may or may not want to investigate or look around, which is his
let's have a
study.
look at the study. Yeah.
No, let's look at some more stuff and see whether or not it works out one way or the other.
Yeah.
Let's comprehend the study.
Yeah. So there's a comprehend, and I think there's also an investigate in here.
I'll investigate.
Yeah.
I will comprehend.
I will help one of you.
Help him.
I'll help you, James.
All right. I get 9 dice to comprehend.
Nice. All right. So Christian, as you're looking around, obviously you would never sneak around in your father's room, but like Batman, you probably have a plan for how you would do it if you were ever to do it. Just like if I were to get in there. And the thing that strikes you most odd here is you have passports when you go on holiday, and maybe it's because the science teacher, Mr. Doldrum, goes on lots of holidays. He seems to have more than one passport. Now, you don't remember getting more than one passport to go on holiday, but he's got a red one and a blue one and a black one and probably a burgundy one. And every time you go on holiday, maybe you have to pick a different name, because he's got a bunch of different names in these passports. And they're all down in the bottom drawer underneath some boring files and that kind of stuff. But he's got lots of holiday passports. How lucky.
It's like, oh, look at all these. He's been on lots of holidays. He needs lots of passports.
I don't know if any of us are. I mean, I'm the most travelled, I suppose. I've moved from.
Yeah.
I didn't need another passport to come from Germany. I have one passport that let me travel.
We've only got one passport when we went to France.
This is unusual. Why would you need so many passports? Unless he's a spy.
He's a spy. He's been spying on everyone. That's what it is. So all the cats are. He's controlling his. He is the controller of the spy cats.
No, he's a dark double agent from America, and he has come here to do something, and the cats have been sent to get him.
How did your comprehend go, Preston?
Incredibly poorly.
Lily.
3 3 4. Yeah. 3 3 4 4 4 4 5 5 5.
I mean, that's a great roll, actually.
Do you have any luck left?
No. I could push it.
You could push it if you want.
Yeah. I'll push it and take. See if I can get anywhere.
Are you just getting angry at your friends for refusing to believe how?
Yeah. I will find evidence of this cat conspiracy. I'm not.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
I got 1 6.
All right. So the thing that you
damn it,
you find straight off is like the printout. The computer is connected to an external hard drive. So it's taking these printouts from this extra hard drive, like somebody's plugged in the information to print it all out. But in all of the things in this room, so there's the printouts that are coming out the machine, and at a glance they look similar to the ones that are downstairs. All the bits and pieces that are out and around, and the map on the wall. You can ask me one more question.
I want to look at the map on the wall and see if where we know there have been these protests and incidents, so like the tractor, like the farms, and whether there is any correspondence between anything that I know has happened, like to do with all that, and any points that have been put on the map, like if there's like, that's that farm that had the thing going wrong. And
all right, so looking at this map on the wall, with all the pins in, it looks a bit like a conspiracy map, because there's pins and then string.
Yeah.
And the pins are a couple of different colours. As you sort of look at it, you realise your house is pinned in one colour, and Christian's house is pinned in a different colour. And then there is one pin, which is a green pin, and it's up in the sort of loop area in the woodlands, a little way off from Butcher's, not near Butcher's house, like in the Mathland. There's a green pin, and then from that are almost like ranges, like one string that comes out and does a loop around in one colour, and then another string that comes out and does a loop in another colour, and that kind of stuff. None of these pins match up with Butcher's farm or any of those kind of things. So yeah.
Do I see a pin on the street where we looked in the window?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it's the same colour as Christian's house.
You're gonna just take the map.
I'm gonna just pull the map
down.
Can
you take a photo of the map with your little Pit Boy thing?
My Atari Go.
Sure.
Does it have a camera on it?
Did we say it didn't have a camera on it last time?
Don't think it had a camera.
No, I don't think it does.
I don't think we've said. It's probably not advanced enough tech for that kind of thing.
Well, just sit there and do that. What do you call it? ASCII or something?
ASCII.
ASCII. Just sit there and type on your.
Well, we have.
ASCII art of the map.
We have a key. So
yeah, you have a key. You could also literally take down yellow pins, this address, this address, this address, this address.
Yeah.
If it's on like a cork board, we could take the
Yeah,
cork
I guess
board
it must
off
be.
the wall.
You want to take the cork board off the wall.
Don't take the corkboard. We have to carry it down the street.
Take the cork board, and yeah, I guess it'll need 2 of you to carry. So it's a slightly big cork board.
God boy can carry it.
Yeah.
He's invisible.
I don't think it will
He's
expand.
invisible. The corkboard will float down the street.
But yeah, so we're gonna take the map.
I would say leave it for now, but I think we need to get out of here because the longer we stay, the more at risk we are.
Yeah.
But we can come back with either a Polaroid camera and take a picture of it. I'm convinced the cats are definite spies. I'm gonna.
I agree with you that they're spies. I just don't think they're spying on him.
I think they're spying on him 100%. If
Spying
why?
with him, not spying
with
on
him.
him.
Yeah, I agree with.
Okay.
Christian.
First things first, he's not here. He's clearly caught up in something. He might be in trouble.
Agreed.
Like,
Yeah, I agree.
what do we do? Butch,
Leave.
What do we do?
I think for now we suddenly realise the
Yeah.
cooling towers of the loop, the bonnet, the Wharton reactor echo
I'm knackered.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna be.
echo across the which is like, oh, better be back in time for tea.
Need some
Yeah.
room.
Yeah. So
Right.
so we all suddenly realise, oh my gosh, we've way later than
Yep.
Science Club, and there's a mad scramble as all 3 of you run down the street, and
Yep.
that'll be where we end. 2 sets
Yep.
of keys, some startling realizations. So we'll rattle through the XP questions.
Oh yeah.
Did we take part? Yeah, we all took part. 1 point for everyone. Have we been in trouble because of our relationships or problems? I don't think we've been in.
No.
No, I don't think we've.
No.
My problem's not come up.
Not
No.
at all. Did you use or struggle with your pride? I think Preston definitely used his
Yep.
Varazand pride there.
Yep. 100%.
I think Christian used his pride because he was full on God boy there,
Yeah.
full of wonder.
Invisible. It's gonna come back to bite me.
Maybe. And then Butch, I think Butch was, mind you, you did get the job done for running through school, didn't you?
Did. I mean, it might be a bit of a stretch because it's a bit of a generic sort of one, but
Yeah. I think you're probably not really
I wouldn't say.
lent on at this session. No.
Yeah, no. Did you put yourself at risk for the other kids? I think Christian definitely did.
Yeah.
Yep.
100%.
Yeah.
I think I
So did
with-
Butch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Butch
So
did as well.
you went into the deep unknown. I didn't really. I was subtly. I mean, I got attacked by a beast.
You did get attacked by a beast.
If that counts. Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe just. You took an
Yeah, I'm
injury.
sorry.
Took an injury trying to stroke a cat. Trying to find, but you were trying to find out for if it was a robot. You know, you were trying to
Yeah.
trying to
It
make
could
sure
have lasered me.
could have lasered your friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it counts.
I think it counts. Yeah. And did we learn something new?
Yes.
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 So much about Doldrum.
The
Yeah.
teacher is spied or spied upon by cats and goes on lots of holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. All right.
Multiple passports.
Multiple
Awesome.
passports to go on lots of holidays. So innocent. I love Christian. So innocent.
I love God Boy. That was awesome.
Yeah. Mark down your
Good
XP. If you've got 5 of them, you can increase a skill. You can bank up to 10. You can't increase them during play. You can only increase them in between. Gosh, it's 5 to 11. You're going to increase sneak.
If we get more than 5, can we increase our body, mind, or anything else? Is that stuck?
No, they're still.
So it's
the
literally
way,
just 5 for a skill.
Yeah, the way they
Cool.
increase is when you get older, you lose a luck point and put it into one of your attributes.
Yeah.
So if you want to have a birthday, you can.
I don't want to birthday
It's-
again.
But except for Butch. Butch can't
Yeah,
have a
is
birthday.
3 still the maximum? After is 3 maximum skill?
No, you can. I think I'll double check in the book.
Cool.
I'll double check in the book, but I think you can go up to 5 on them.
Yeah, I think 5 is the max.
Yeah, 5 is the max. So there we go. Spy Cats.
Thank you.
It's a bit of a long session tonight. I think I need to go and sit quietly for 10 minutes now to compress all that.
Me too.
Thank you very much for that. I'm sorry I didn't get to chat with lots of people in chat, but hello. I think Simon and Will are there, and I saw Sophia was in earlier. I was like, Sophia, I miss you. Thanks for joining in. I'm sorry, Brett, your roles don't count because you are watching, not playing. Anybody else we miss in here? Let's go up. I think so. Alex, nice to meet you. Everything else, I'm sorry if I've not got to your name. We'll be back next week for more shenanigans.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
I am,
definitely.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye-bye.
See you later. Bye-bye.